room. All right. So you got your list
That's
done.
Moon's bucket list.
Checking we can do this bee thing whenever you want. So just find some availability, and we'll go up to the farm. You got to get a beekeeper suit, though.
Oh, we got an in. We got an in. Somebody just emailed over. We got a direct line for the train at the zoo. But and listen, I'm not saying that would be.
Ever found yourself in the middle of your daily deuce and thought, I wish this was funnier? Today's your lucky day. Welcome to the Number 2 Show. I'm your host, Rafe Williams, stand-up comedian, plus-size male model, and co-host of the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. What is the Number 2 Show? Well, it's me on the toilet talking to you on the toilet, just like it sounds. In each episode, we'll plunge into riveting topics that'll have you rolling in the stall with laughter, so much so that it might freak out whoever's sitting next to you. But I say, hey, lean in, make a friend. Sometimes it's just me. Other times I'll have interviews with special guests. Not now, obviously, dumbass. This is a promo. I'll also have musical performances. Ever heard of tiny desk concerts? How about tiny stall concerts? I'd like to see those nerds over at NPR try that. Is this a genius idea? I don't want to toot my own horn, but you're goddamn right it is. Enjoy the Number 2 Show. Don't forget to wipe.
We are backstage at Pointfest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Pointfest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always, but I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the year so far. It sounds great on the air, and it sounds like a great highly suspect song. So let me ask you, where did that come in the recording process? One of the first, one of the last? Where was that?
Smack dab in the middle.
Oh, okay. All right. I always wonder if, when it comes out as a strong lead single like that, if where it was in the creative process matters. You know what I'm saying?
I think once we heard that riff, it was like, okay, this is like the sports anthem style riff. We just kind of knew it would be the one.
Yeah, absolutely so. So a new album is out now. All right. How quickly do you see the audience singing songs back to you?
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are
luckily.
And you got to be kind of like amazed and taken aback by that a little bit.
Oh my God, it's a blessing. It's incredible.
Yeah, I can't remember words to songs I love from 20 years ago.
I can't remember the words to the songs that we wrote, so I struggle.
You know, here's like kind of a weird one, and I'm very curious about like little things like this. I was at a show the other night. Pearl Jam was here. They played the Enterprise Center. And you have half of the venue that have phones up and are trying to record the entire show. And then you have the other half that are seemingly annoyed by those that are recording. As a band, do you care?
I hate it.
You hate it.
It's the worst.
Let me ask why you hate it. And I hate it because I'm a short guy. Inevitably, somebody in front of me has...
Hey, how are you?
Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Hey.
Hello. Ho, 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 ho.
Off to work we go.
Yeah, here we are at work.
I woke up thinking it was Saturday.
No,
my alarm went off.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
it's Thursday. But tomorrow's Friday. It's great.
It's great.
Gonna roll into the weekend happy and healthy.
Yeah.
That's the goal, right? Rafe's got the hiccups.
Oh, Lord.
Good stuff. I do have Thursday kind of circled in my weekly planner.
Why?
Or at least this Thursday. Because today, I go and speak in front of a bunch of 13-year-olds for the career day.
Ooh.
Remember I did this last year?
Oh, yeah.
And it did not go well.
Right. You need to have an angle going.
This is career day 2, redemption.
What are you going to lead with?
Well, and here's the thing. So this is for the Rockwood School District, so I'm going to speak in front of 3 groups of 8th graders. And I remember last year I was asked to do this, and I don't know what in my head I was thinking. I was thinking maybe it was going to be like, what's a good like movie where the teacher rolls in and everybody's engaged and.
Oh man.
Not Kindergarten Cop, but
Dead Poets Society. You thought you were going to be Robin Williams?
No, what's that?
What's his
Edward
face?
James Olmos movie?
Yeah, that movie right there.
Stand and Deliver?
Yes.
Stand and Deliver?
Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Minds. I'm going to go in front of the class and I'm going to change lives.
Are you going to wear a leather jacket like Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, dude. Play Coolio on a boombox.
No,
as
in
you
my
walk in.
seriously,
Gangsta's Paradise.
seriously,
Yeah.
in my mind last year, I thought I was going to roll in
And be cool.
and be cool.
No, you have to
Oh,
earn
God.
cool.
Guys, last year, 4 kids put their heads down. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I would understand it. They probably were like, what are we talking about
One
right
kid,
now?
one kid in front of me put his head down and put his hood over his head. Okay, in the front row.
The kids are depressed.
I said, who's this nerd? What's he gonna say?
In the front row.
I hope that they hated you and you committed to being cool, or like you had the teacher be like, anyone here ever heard of morning radio? And you're in the back of the room like a leather jacket and sunglasses with a toothpick with your leg against the wall, senior picture
Right.
style, and you're like, you fools want to know about radio? And you flick the toothpick, and everyone they're just like, no. You're like, oh, I'll tell
Oh,
you.
right.
You pop your collar, you're like, let the Riz tell you all about radio. And
Grease the lightning. Yeah.
they already got their heads down on their desk, but you're committed to this character that you've created.
Dude, I swear in my mind, I thought I was going to have this moment. I thought I was going to have a moment where all the kids were like, wow, Mr. Rizzuto, tell us more about your job.
And mainly you're like prison Mike when Michael Scott gets up and tries to scare people straight about marijuana.
And I swear I'm looking out amongst the, I don't know, 30 kids
Yeah.
staring at me. As one by one they start putting their heads down, and the one kid takes his hood and puts it over his head.
Remember what we were talking about earlier?
great.
I bet you that played a part.
Well, we'll get into that because
I'm gonna tell.
I didn't realize how uncool I was.
You're cool to a certain demographic.
Not to 13-year-olds.
And that was my
Grandparents
point.
or something.
That was my point. Well,
If the parents of these children were in there, if it was parent-teacher conferences and the kids weren't there, but the parents were, this would be lit, dude.
we'll get into it. I
2554. That's my demo.
Hell
I
yeah.
said, yeah,
Our people.
I pointed something out this morning to him, and now that you're saying that you were uncool last year, I'm going to point straight to that. That was your first mistake. It was the first sign
No,
that this guy's a nerd and he's going to bore me.
I think it's 13-year-olds. Period. It wouldn't have mattered who would have been standing in front of the classroom.
Well, then, are you saying that those scenes in those movies are lies?
Yeah.
I think
Listen,
if this
if it
were
were-
high school, it'd be different.
If it were elementary school kids,
yeah, they're so sweet.
they're so sweet.
Yeah, they're the
So
cutest
sweet.
things.
That's
yeah.
true.
High schoolers, yeah, they're nasty, but still they're somewhat interested and engaged, and they
Yeah,
have
they
their
can be receptive.
They want to make money one day. They're like, we want to make our own money. How can we do this? This guy looks pretty. I could probably do what this dude's doing.
right.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
could see the finish line
Yeah.
with school.
And they're like, I'm not doing math. Keep
And make
wasting
sure you
more time.
say that today. Say we do not math very much.
Well, 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids,
are brutal.
We talking about 8th grade or 9th?
8th graders.
Yeah, well.
So these are,
middle
these are
school
kids
is-
going to be, going to high school next year. And we know, well, listen, we all know the middle school gauntlet. I mean, it's the worst.
It is the
No.
worst.
Puberty. They're figuring out who they are a little bit. Their
it's
parents are
awful.
annoying. Like they're in it's the epicenter of being alive is 7th and 8th grade because you have no idea who you are yet. You got a lot of pressure on you. Your parents are driving you nuts. Your hormones are going out of control.
And you're nasty.
And you're just a bitch, all of you. You know?
You guys are nasty.
Middle school is the first time that you realize that the world can suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, everything starts to become in focus a little bit.
Yeah, you've had a smooth sailing, a good childhood. It doesn't matter how good it's been. As
You also
soon as
don't
hit,
know how to control.
Yeah.
You don't know how to control your emotions.
As soon as you hit
No.
6th or 7th grade, you go, "Oh my God, the world can be an awful place, and I'm in it right here."
And nobody knows what to do with you. You know, you're not a baby anymore. Nobody's babying you like they do in grade school, but you're not almost an adult like
Right.
you are in high school. It is really a tough time. These poor things. And
It's a weird Venn diagram of, like, you might still, I think Soder said this one time, but he's like, there was a moment in my your childhood in junior high where you were playing with Ninja Turtles, but you took a cigarette break. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
things from adulthood are merging. You're still, like, kind of playing with toys, but you're starting to put them away. But you're also starting to, like, think about sex and You're having career days that seem real. It's not like, my dad's a fireman. Here's a turtle. It's like,
someday you're going to have to worry about
pick
this.
what you got to pick a job.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man.
Pick the turtle.
You are going to have worries, and they're coming up on you quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be here before you know
It's the first realization in middle school.
You need to realize.
I just
weird
want
and
to play
bland.
on the playground.
You need to understand this isn't about you today. So don't get all up in your head.
It's about the kids. It's about the kids. But I want to not waste my time nor waste their time.
No, what I'm saying is like their emotional state with you there is not about you. This is who they are, whoever's in front of them. So don't take it personal.
So we think this whole career day thing is a waste of time.
No.
It's not a
Maybe
waste.
let's put a pin in it, and we'll do it again next year.
No.
But when we're freshmen.
I just think you're talking to 10% of the crowd, if you're lucky. Because, like, for instance, our eighth grader knows what she wants to do and is already in the planning phase. But all of her friends, they're just in eighth grade. They're just living life.
And maybe that could change, by the way.
They don't want to think about careers.
Yeah.
What can change?
She may want to do something right now, but
Oh, yeah. But what I'm saying is she is thinking about it. And I think maybe 10 to 20%, it's, in eighth grade are starting to think about that. My son's in ninth grade. He wants to be a businessman. He's thinking about business and he's doing some other things, but he's not as focused on it as the eighth grade.
right, like my son, who's he's going to be a junior. All right, what do you want to do? I want to be a business guy. What business? I don't know, man. I'm going to make money.
Own a business.
They need
Okay.
briefcases.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Whereas our eighth grader has like property size, the need that she needs here, how much staff she's going to need for this thing. Like, I mean, she has like a bit. She almost has a prospectus put together.
Yeah, well, also roll into a class of 13-year-olds and say I'm on the radio. And you go, all right, your parents know what that is.
I told you last year to say podcast.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
YouTube.
I'm going to roll in as a YouTuber.
YouTube.
I'm going to roll in as a YouTuber who does radio.
What words? You need hot button words. YouTube, podcaster, social media star, influencer,
How many,
Rizzling.
how many followers do we have on the TikTok?
Do you want me to get that? I can gather that for you. You could bring that in and you can actually say.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you the stats.
First hint, don't say the TikTok.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
say
All
that.
right,
No,
all right,
the
all right.
thing.
Okay,
Go
okay.
in and say, who
Okay.
has 227,000 followers? I do.
What's up?
You know what I mean?
And then-
Start with that.
Everybody's-
Yep, and then they're gonna be like,
Whoa,
who is this
we
guy?
got ourselves
Hold on.
Mr. Beast over
We've
here.
got a almost
Yeah.
famous guy.
Look at Mr. Beast all
Look
up
at
in here
Mr.
in his
Beast.
shirt. Cool.
Look at Mr. Beast.
I'm Mr. Feast.
You're still going to be talking to 10% no matter what.
Oh, I know. Well, and they also
Even in
say-
high school.
the people who run the thing say, "Hey, bring if you want visual aids, handouts, and any other professional company-related materials."
Yeah, very good.
What the hell am I going to bring?
A sticker with your face on it, you dummy. Come on,
Bring
man.
all of
Like
us.
all the
Nobody
famous
wants-
stuff.
That's weird.
Just show them the George Washington video.
I was gonna.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Or the dropkick video.
Yeah, I'd go with something like the dropkick video.
I would do the dropkick video rather
George
than
Washington, me joeing in my.
Yeah. in the
I
office.
think
Okay,
you
all
show
right.
them the George Washington video and you cut this presentation short. When the principal says, I think that'll be enough. Thank you, Mr. Rizzuto. You're in and out. That's all.
You're
Let's all
relieved of your
clap for
duties.
Mr. Rizzuto,
You are relieved of
YouTube
your
star.
duties.
Thank you. While you're pumping all the lube out of the giant vat in that video.
Do you want me to chop it down?
I
your
know.
Cherry tree.
Listen, I know it's
Ooh.
not maybe for 13-year-olds.
They would love it.
I say the GD too much in that video. So does Rafe. Can't be
The-
cursing.
Maybe I should bring like a commercial script and like, hey, who wants to come up and read a commercial?
No, don't
no,
do that.
No,
That is a
that
that's
was
a
really
hard pass.
I was
for
really
everybody.
thinking of doing that.
No thanks. Nobody wants to do that. What are you gonna do? Hey, little Bobby, get up here and try your best. And then when he sucks, you go, "Let a professional
Everybody,
do
let's
this."
make fun of him.
Okay.
Oh no, well, it also involves like, hey, you want to do voiceovers? Do you want to do YouTube stuff and social media stuff and yes, the radio aspect of it.
Interviews. I think you really should do some name drops. Who do we love?
Okay, there's nobody relevant that these kids.
Oh, Emo Phillips.
Yeah, name one that a 13-year-old will give a crap about that we've interviewed.
Okay, Joe Buck has been on this show.
They don't know who he is.
Okay, Trailer Trash Tammy has been on this show.
They don't know who she is.
Mark Maron.
Okay.
Goodness.
Your Uncle Mark Maron.
Going
0.
backwards.
Let's see. Who else have we had? We've had cool people that the young people enjoy.
No, we haven't. Not
Tammy
one.
was your best bet,
Yeah.
just because she's Instagram, TikTok famous.
And we had Mark Norman.
Not one. Not
Close.
one. Not one.
Marlon Wayans. Many
Nope.
times. We have Marlon. Do you want the foot photo? You could show the kids. The Marlon.
Not one.
Bill Bellamy was here.
Yeah.
How to
They're
be
gonna
a
know-
player, dude.
They're gonna know Bill Bellamy.
You guys remember MTV Spring Break?
Hell yeah. The teacher's like raising the roof in the background, thinking
Yeah,
of
the
her
teacher-
past.
Hey, teachers know who
There's
was.
one
yeah.
gray-haired,
Right.
one gray-haired old lady.
She go.
Oh hell yeah! The grind with Eric Nice.
Hell yeah. I was
Talk
there.
about it.
Tell me. Anyway, well, good luck to you.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes
Don't
tomorrow.
die up there, okay?
Just lie, dude. Literally lie. Go in there. Go say I interviewed Mr. Beast one time. They won't know. They're not gonna look it up. They don't care about you. They'll think you're cool for a minute. Just pick out like the celebrities that matter to them. Be like, you guys ever heard of Zendaya?
Yeah. Love that show.
Yeah,
He's being serious.
close personal friend of mine.
Yeah.
And they'll be
Hey,
like,
you kids know
"Oh."
Zendaya?
Tell them that we are a Sabrina Carpenter show, dude. Like, we all love her. We all fell in love with her at the Grammys.
Where
Talk
my
about
Swifties at?
That's right.
How
Talk about Kendrick's halftime show.
how is that gonna play into career day?
I don't know, man.
Just pander, dude. Just go in there and be like, where my Swifties at? Let them. I just say go.
I'm just telling you.
His advice is go in and lie to children.
Yeah.
Make up your entire career.
This is about you looking cool. This isn't about.
It really
them.
does come down to that.
They're not going. They're not going into radio. Radio's not even. We don't even know if radio's still going to be what it is by the time
Well,
they
that's
get out
the
of school.
problem.
So just go in there and make yourself look cool. Somebody should benefit from this. I think it should be you.
Absolutely.
And then your kids.
I honestly thought they would not ask me back.
all the
this
kids
year.
are going to see your kids and be like,
Maybe-
your dad knows Tom Holland.
Maybe they think you did great compared to everybody else.
Your best friend's a Timothy Chalamet, dude. Just tell these kids what's up.
Yeah.
Also, maybe like TikTok isn't our biggest numbers as following, so like let's just leave it to like Instagram,
Okay,
Twitter,
all right,
and Facebook.
all right.
Okay. But
Okay.
we-
Say followers. Moon had it right. Don't get into the specifics. That's where you hamstring yourself. Just add all
vague.
the followers into one category. All for everything.
Right,
YouTube,
yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah,
I don't care if you have an old Friendster account with 9 people. Count it.
I am adding everything up right now.
MySpace.
Yeah,
Count it
MySpace.
all up and just be like,
Throw it in
who
there.
has a quarter? And say something cool like 250,000.
Yeah, do 250,000.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Who here has a
Yeah.
250,000 followers?
Put a decimal point in that.
Who here has 2 thumbs and a 250,000 followers?
I'm honestly very intimidated by teenagers.
You have them at home. How can you be
Yeah, but
intimidated?
in large packs, it's very different.
Yeah, it's very different. They when
In
they
large
roll
packs.
when they roll into some place, I get very intimidated.
Yeah, they're gonna make fun of your shoes.
Well, and I also feel like Steve Buscemi in that meme, holding the
Hey.
skateboard with a backwards hat.
Hello,
that
young
one
people.
is incredible.
Hello, young people.
Fellow children.
I don't know what's cool or not. Apparently, wearing ankle socks is not cool.
I hate ankle socks.
Well, I told Moon I'm wearing a pair of quitters.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's when the sock has given up on you before the day is out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this is.
Starts to sneak under the shoe or under the heel, back into the shoe. It's like it's trying to get off of your foot. What a nightmare! You're a
So
grown
I
man. You should
grabbed-
not be in
well,
this
I grabbed
scenario.
a pair of socks this morning, and I put them on, thinking everything was okay. I put my shoes on. I walked out to the car, and already my sock has slipped under my heel.
Oh, golly, dude! How
And
did you
it's-
let it get here?
It's terrible.
You should never. You know me, man. You spend the money on high end underwear and socks.
No, I do, and I do have good socks, and I think they're good socks. Maybe for not this footwear. So the sock currently is underneath my heel, and it's terrible.
If it at
That's
any
great.
point sneaks off of your foot, it's not a good sock. It's a quitter. It's a loser. Mm-hmm. You
They're going to go in the
deserve
garbage
winners.
after this, but
I just wear tube socks. I don't ever wear.
no, and I
ankle
normally
socks.
do. I normally do. I do have some. I have some laundry to do. I will admit that.
Okay.
Since I've been living in my basement, I've been doing my own laundry. And I need to do a sock and underwear wash probably within the next day or two.
You need to do a sock assessment.
Yeah, I do need to throw out some socks.
You
Fine.
need to do an audit, a whole drawer audit.
But I told Moon, like, hey, now I'm having a problem here. I was even considering just throwing these out and just going barefoot, like barefoot in my shoe.
I did that yesterday with my Vans.
But Moon told me that ankle socks are very uncool.
Extremely uncool.
Extremely uncool.
Actually,
I had no idea.
a marker, an indicator of your age and, shall we say, approach to life. And this is news to me just a couple months ago. I don't know, last fall or last summer. And my son goes, Dad, you look like such an old man with your ankle socks. And I was like, what do you mean? This is the most comfortable way to do it. And he's like,
This is how we were with our
and he's like,
parents. It's
oh,
awesome.
cool, with your starchy jeans touching your ankles? Like, it's weird. That's so weird. And I was like, man, I don't know. This is normal to me. And he goes, anybody out in the real world that's wearing ankle socks, that's showing their ankles, is a 40-something-year-old man and up.
I am a 40-something-year-old man.
That's what I said.
And up.
And he goes, yeah, but you don't want to like play into that. And and you know what I started thinking? I go, what do you mean? And he goes, tell me something. This is my son. He goes, was there something that your dad wore that you knew was just a line that he had crossed, and now he's an old guy and he's never coming back? He's never going to care about how he looks going to the movies, or care about how he looks going here. And I go, yes. New Balances and Rockports. When he started wearing those white New Balances, and then he graduated to the
That's the
Rockports,
turn.
and that was over. That was the turn. And he goes, okay, well, that is ankle socks today. Ankle socks is an indicator that you went to high school and you were done with high school by the turn of the century.
I didn't realize that ankle socks were so uncool.
Well, that's what he goes. He goes, pay attention. He goes, look around. You're not going to see anybody from 1 to 35 years old wearing anything but tube socks, like this kind of thing. And you know what? I had some really fun ones, because I like fun socks. I had some fun ones, so I started wearing them, even in this scenario, with shorts. Because I don't wear shorts, but when I do, you got to do ankle socks, right? The tube socks look
I remember
stupid.
in the 90s, wearing tube socks that were like different colors was very uncool.
I know, but dude, now it is. That's the standard.
I know.
But don't you think it looks really goofy? Like the ankle sock has always kind of bothered me, because if you can't see it, then that's awesome. But most of them just end up like your sock right now under your foot.
Well, these are
But
no
if you
shows.
get the tube sock,
Right.
I know.
like it
It's-
always looks good with shoes, because the other one has like a little bit of this weird
Well,
color
It does.
at your shoe, and it
It,
sucks.
now that I'm used to it, it does look better. I have noticed it, and I'll tell you what, I'm more comfortable than ever. This is the way
on
to
that tip,
live.
See, I guess I've adopted some old person habits, and we all have actually.
Yeah.
Talking
really?
about socks.
I know. I didn't want to spend that
Talking
much
about
time on
socks,
socks, but
the kids talk about socks. These kids got it right, man. I'm telling you, this generation's starting to figure it out. We were looking like fools for a while. Go back and look at some pictures
There-
of us in 2002.
I saw this thread on social media where people are talking about old person habits they've adopted.
Okay.
Because you know what? Because they're actually good ideas. Okay? And maybe the 13-year-olds wouldn't understand some of this stuff.
All right, let's spin it this way.
Okay. Doing weekend errands before noon to beat the crowds. Okay?
Yeah.
Ding.
Holler at your girl. Yes.
I did that.
Smart.
Old person habit.
Saturday mornings. What's up?
Eating early dinners. You get better sleep if your food is properly digested. Boom.
Done. Yeah.
Old person habit. Love
Smart.
it. Learn using lap blankets and heated blankets. Right now, you got one going on.
Hell yeah, I do.
You got one going on here in the studio.
This uterus isn't going to warm itself.
Switching to comfortable clothes indoors, like slippers and sweatpants. Boom. Old person habit.
The minute I hit my floors, I'm new clothes. Let's go. Comfy clothes.
I walk in the house and my wife goes, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to go change my pants."
Me too. I'm freaking Mr. Rogers, man. I go
Yeah.
in, new jacket, new shoes.
Yeah, no shoes, no undergarments.
Also, it reduces the amount of times you have to wash something. Because you're like, I don't even wear it for a few hours a day. I can.
Oh no, I'm washing everything.
Like
I'm
the
just-
shirt?
It's just
Yeah,
for
definitely
comfort.
increases.
My shirts don't stink. I'm like, no way. I'm not wasting that.
There is nothing more fantastic to me than getting home from work and taking my bra off. And every woman listening right now, we share this.
You got that
And
right,
men
girl.
with big old boobies share this.
I hear you, sister.
It is so binding and awful throughout the whole day. And honestly,
Can
probably
relate.
leads to our attitudes.
No, when those sweatpants go on,
I got
Makeup
me-
off,
I got
too.
me some
Ugh.
high-end sweatpants now, and never going back.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Brand?
Yeah, I don't hate to be one of those guys, but it's those Vioris. They
Be
are
that
so
guy.
dope. They are so dope.
I don't know. What
That's
that is.
great.
Oh my God, they're so comfy.
Old person habit that I've adopted, and maybe you guys have too, wanting to stay home. Mm-hmm. Others can come to me if they want. You know, and you know what? Sometimes I don't want you to come to me, so I'm just going to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
Using closed captioning on everything you watch is an old person habit that I know a lot of us in this room
Yeah.
have adopted.
I've been doing that since since I was in my 20s. I love that. It's the only way I can watch TV. I hate it without it.
I'm a more recent convert to doing that.
Same.
Maybe within the past 2 years.
Well, part of that is we've talked about it before on the show. Part of that is they mix sound out of the studio now. So a lot of these shows, the explosions and the background stuff super loud and the dialogue is bad. It's hard to hear. And that's because they don't mix sound in the studio anymore. Like it's all getting outsourced. So there's some guy with perfect sound in his perfect sound studio mixing. He's like, this all sounds real. All the Foley sound effects sound real, but then the person talking is like, hey,
Is that a proven fact? Because I do find myself missing dialogue if I don't have them on, if I don't have the closed captioning on, but I thought that was maybe my hearing going.
Well, they also said that a lot of times there's like a option on Netflix. I saw this on TikTok that you can switch off that automatically goes into surround sound even if you don't have surround sound, so it'll make the volumes all messed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's also, for me, it's also that Russian parents, like they watch with the captions on because they were learning English, so it became a habit for Tina. And it drove me nuts at first, and then I just got used to it.
No, whenever I watch something with my wife, if we're watching like a new show or something, I'll ask like, hey, do you mind if I turn on the captions?
Yeah.
It all started for me just because I was watching it when people were sleeping. You know what I mean? Or going to bed with it, or there were babies sleeping or something. So I always just had everything really quiet and needed to read it.
Well, it's an old person habit.
And now I feel like I'm reading the script. I like watching the script be delivered.
Anybody pick up a sewing, crocheting, and knitting as a form of meditation? Because that's an old person habit.
I have a sewing machine. I'm not very good, but I enjoy it.
Buying pill organizers on Amazon. Did it.
Pillow organizers?
Pill
Pill.
organizers.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Pill. Did I say pillow?
I don't know.
Pill organizers on Amazon. They're convenient, even for vitamins. I do this all the time, having paper printouts of stuff like vacation itineraries. Mm-hmm. Sure, everything can go on your phone, but
Ain't nothing
I
like
just
my
want a paper
MapQuest
copy.
I
directions.
want a tangible thing.
I want a paper copy.
Yeah.
What if we're off the grid? I have this folder with all the documents in it. Who's got a plastic bag full of other plastic bags at home?
Hi, she is
doesn't?
right here. The big freezer bag, the Ziploc bag with all the other little bags.
Or it's a grocery bag full of other grocery bags
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
in the closet. 1,000% have that.
Stuffed into, you guessed it, another Aldi's bag.
Right. So it's having a plastic bag full of other plastic bags because you never know when you need one, and somehow it just feels responsible. It just feels like the responsible thing to do. Does anybody else lower the volume when you're parallel parking?
Yeah.
Ugh,
For some reason, I just have to have all senses on deck. I
that's hilarious.
have to turn
You
my
guys do
music
that?
down. Yep.
Yeah,
Interesting.
That always annoys me because some cars automatically do it, and
they do.
it throws me off. I'm like, dude, just keep it normal. Life's good. It's easy. Nothing's difficult.
I turn down the volume when I'm in a parking lot in general.
So you can hear the people scream
My
if you
parents
run
used
them
to do that
over.
when I was a kid, and it always drove me nuts.
I don't-
Man.
I feel like if the car does it automatically, it's the AI making fun of me. Like, hey, hold on. Watch this idiot.
No, I do it just not just out of habit. Like I just lower the volume when I'm doing a maneuver, like
do you
a
do it
car
when you
maneuver.
back up? Like reverse?
Yeah, I do.
Or
I guess.
only parallel park?
But everything, like when I back out my car, if I'm maneuvering my car some way, or if I'm I don't know, if I'm looking for directions or something, that volume goes down.
It's like a safety thing for me. If I'm moving slow and there's people around,
Yeah.
I turn it way down because they're making cars different. The speakers are better and the doors are thinner, so like you can hear everything. When people are on the phone in the Schnucks parking lot, I can hear everything your people are saying.
Speakerphone, dude?
Yeah, on Bluetooth, it's like, dude, you're having a meeting.
There's a lady getting divorced next to me in a Schnucks parking lot, and I know everything about her and what Larry's been up to.
Oh, damn.
Right, it's so loud.
It's so loud.
It's
You're
so
right,
loud.
man.
So I just turn that down. A, so I can not be heard, and B, so I can kind of hear if anything is coming at me. What if somebody's screaming because there's a grocery cart rolling down about to hit me?
Yeah.
Well, how loud do you listen to your music?
I'll do it in heavy traffic.
Pretty loud. My kids think I'm deaf because when I am listening to something, it's go time.
Oh,
bro.
man, I
Same.
dropped my daughter off
It's
at school
heavy.
yesterday afternoon, and I was rolling down my street in my wife's Toyota Highlander with the windows open, blasting Helmets Unsung.
Oh, it's a great song.
And people were outside, and they looked at me like, look at this dork.
It's on the Crow
Look at
soundtrack.
this
I
guy.
bet his socks are
Look at this
tucking under his
guy.
heel.
Who's got a box of tissues in every room?
Hello.
Yep.
No, actually, I don't. I have them in my pantry, but I handed a box of tissues to my husband last night because he was blowing his nose with tissue, like normal TP, and I was like, what are you doing?
Again, these are all old person habits we've adopted. All right, complaining about young people, yes. Wearing those straps on your glasses so you can wear them around your neck when you're not using them. Want them. Collecting cats. One of us does.
Hi. I have an addiction, sir.
I'll be there someday.
Oh, they're so cute.
Now, and all that being said, now, if you know all of these, you're officially 16 years old.
Okay.
Now, the site Word Unscrambler used Google Trends to find the most searched abbreviations of the year. So these are the abbreviations that the kids are using. I don't like to go over these every once in a while because every once in a while there's a new one that comes out, and I like to make sure we all know what the kids are talking about and
Yeah,
how they're
be
talking
fresh.
and their slangs and their abbreviations for stuff. So let's see if we could figure this out.
This will be easy.
Okay, these are the most searched abbreviations of the year. FAFO.
F around and find out.
Okay, we know that one. That's good. F around, find out. SMH.
Shake my head.
Shaking my head, yes. Okay, do we all know that one?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. That's not new.
PMO.
PMO.
PMO. Now, I'll give you
Pick my
credit.
orifice.
I will give you credit. There's two real meanings. One main one, but
Positive
no.
mental objective.
No. PMO.
Pretty
Positive.
man alert.
No.
Not positive.
No. The opposite.
Piss me off.
Petty.
Yes, pisses me off.
This is me.
Boom.
Love
Well
it.
done, Moon.
We'll be
Right.
using that now.
Wait.
PMO.
That happened to me. That happened to me.
You're
My
real
son-
PMO.
Now my son texted me something, and I was like, "Dude, what is this?" And he was making fun of me in front of the other kids. And
You go, that PMO's.
and I was like, "Please, man, just tell me what this is." He put ICL, TS, PMO, FR.
For real. Pisses me off for real. What was the other one?
ICL, TS, PMO.
ICL.
FR.
I
ICL.
care
You
less.
see that? I even had a question mark on it. Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
All right, that's PMOs pisses me off. Or also, it could also mean put me on, like hook me up.
Oh.
OTP.
OTP.
On
down with
the
OTP?
prowl.
I knew somebody was going to say it.
On the prowl?
No.
Over this-
OTP. It's a romantic couple you're rooting for. One true pairing.
That's
What?
what a stretch. Who needs
One
that?
true pairing.
Who's saying pairing that's 16 years old?
That's what I'm
Totally
saying. What a
good.
stretch. I don't,
TBH.
that's a glitch in the matrix.
TBH.
To be honest,
To be honest, yes.
OTP does sound like a Scientology term. But go
Isn't
ahead.
that a hip hop thing?
We approved the one true pairing of Tom Cruise to his
Nice.
latest wife.
His twin flame.
ATP.
ATP.
At the present?
Alcohol, tobacco, and
Nope.
firearms.
ATP at the present.
No, you got the one letter right.
At the
At ATP at this
particular
at this point. Yes,
at this point. Oh, hate it.
TS.
Wait, why do we even need ATP
I don't know.
if we have RN?
I'm just telling you, these are the most
That's right.
searched for abbreviations.
We've already
of the
got
year so
RN.
far.
You guys already figured this one out.
What was the one you just said?
TS.
Too sweet.
He said TS. Remember?
Talk soon.
Talk soon. Yes.
Ah,
Talk soon.
Oh, see,
TS.
he made it seem like TS was this.
No, it's talk soon.
No.
WYF.
WYF. Why you frowning?
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
why
one
you
before.
freaking?
No,
What you feeling?
No, it's a question. WYF.
Where are you from?
Where you from? Where you from? ASL.
This is
Not American Sign Language, no.
Oh,
Age, sex, location.
Yes.
That's
chat
old
room.
school.
AOL.
That's old school, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, what's old is new.
They took that from us.
POV.
Point of view.
Point of view.
You. WYLL.
WY.
What you looking like?
Yeah, what you look
What
like.
you look
What you
like.
look like.
Oh,
FS. FS.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
for show, for show.
FML.
Fudge my
F
life.
my life.
Huh? DW.
Drums.
Driving with.
No. DW. Oh, we're on a roll there.
Darkwing.
No.
DW.
DW.
That was what he called Darkwing Duck. Remember?
DW.
Dallas women.
DW. Do what?
It's don't worry.
Oh, don't.
Don't.
worry.
Oh,
BH.
Be happy.
HMU.
Hit me up.
Hit me up. ISO.
In
search of.
WSG.
That's what's in
Where's sugar at?
Panda Express.
That's MSG now.
Wall Street good.
WSG.
W.
Well, shaking Garfield.
You're very close.
Grover. What's
You're very
shaking
close.
Grover?
You're very close.
For real?
What's
Yeah.
up?
What's shaking,
It's
Gary?
what's good. WSG is what's good.
Was
I don't
good.
like
That was the S
apostrophe
doesn't even stand for anything in this.
Yeah,
Right.
you're.
Well, no. What is good?
That's
What's
I.
I?
Good.
That'd be WIG.
What's I don't know.
wig?
That would be wig.
That'd be wig. Let's wig out.
What's
Yo,
good?
wig.
What's good? IMO.
In my opinion,
Yeah. And last one.
I am HO.
IMHO is in my honest opinion.
No, I thought it was in my humble opinion.
That's honest.
No, no.
I thought it was hillbilly.
Can't be throwing out.
My
You can't be
hillbilly
humble and throw out an abbreviation for your opinion.
Last one. MK. MK.
Ultra.
Okay, it's like a okay.
Yep. You got it right.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Garrison.
Hey.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Michael Caine.
okay. And came with a C.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
wrong.
MC.
You guys did all right.
Michael Caine.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
You guys did okay.
Okay.
It is spring break time. And I know next week my kids are on their spring break. Your kids?
Is that next week already? Yeah.
Ours is next week.
It is. Yeah. The kids.
Your
and,
kids barely go to school. at
I
this
know. It's
point.
wild. They may have gone to school this year for full weeks, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
They're all going out of town without me, dude.
No wonder we're 26th in May.
Mine are as well.
It's gonna be a Rizcation and a Mooncation. You wanna?
Is your wife out of town too?
Yeah. You wanna spend the night?
No. Why would I ever want to
Have
do
a
that?
sleepover.
Why would I in a million years?
You can make
Because we're
brownies and
friends and
watch.
you were
God forbid
invited?
my house was on fire and get a
Movies.
hotel
You
room.
guys should finally break the tension that's been building for 10
Right.
years.
Just be together. My God.
Do it.
What's wrong with you, man? That was really unkind. I have,
Well,
I have a
I
lovely
appreciate
home.
the sentiment, but no, I would never do that.
I'm willing
Your
to
wife's
open
out of town
to you.
too?
Yeah, it's weird. This has not happened.
There's room in that bed for 2.
Aw.
My son's going to Colorado with his buddy's family, and my wife and daughter are going to Florida. Even my dogs are leaving.
Oh, see, I get the dogs. I get to keep
Yeah.
the dogs.
Why are the dogs leaving?
They're going on
They're
vacation.
going on vacation too. Everybody
boarding your
needs-
dogs?
Everybody needs some time away.
They were begging for it.
Yeah.
Don't
Are
leave
you
us
are you
alone.
boarding them? Because you're here.
Well,
after
they're
them?
not being. Well, they're going to somebody's house.
Oh, fancy.
Who gets to watch your dogs?
The dog trainer.
Tight.
Tight indeed.
Super tight.
Oh, man, it's been a long time since that happened.
Hey, well, me and my dogs can come to your place.
It is a total Rizcation.
Have a party. Have a kegger.
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
It is a party when it's that silent.
Oh, God, no. So spring break, you brought up MTV Spring Break. Man, where would they go? To South Padre Island?
All over, dude. Panama City.
Panama
Yeah,
City.
they did a Panama City one.
Miami.
Each year was a different. That was like the big thing. Where will they be? They would go to a different spring break destination every year.
I never went on a spring break. Like, I mean, with my family and with the kids and stuff like that. But I never, like, as a
kid, as a teenager.
As a teenager, never went. I
I know
know.
as a teen.
I know some of these spring break trips for seniors in high school are a thing now.
Mine was college.
I hear all the time about parents taking their kids and chaperoning
I've heard that.
chaperoning kids going to like an all-inclusive in Mexico or Dominican.
Yeah. In high school, I remember a few kids getting to do that.
I vaguely remember in high school there was a couple kids that did that, or maybe a group. I was not cool enough to be
Because some of them were
invited to that group.
18 and they were
I
excited.
don't know if I'd ever want to go as a teenager on an all-inclusive with my parents.
Oh, well, my sister went with my mom and all the other moms. They had a blast. I got the videos. It was awesome. I was like, oh, man. Wish I could
Do you
do
feel
that.
like you missed out on that?
I did, yeah. It wasn't my generation. We didn't do that.
But
I mean,
did you want to party with your mom?
no, not when I was in high school.
They
no.
would let 'em
Now
go.
I want to.
They would also like. You weren't with your parents the whole time. You'd get to go out and do stuff.
Well, no, I mean, these girls had to stay on the resort.
Well, they'd stay on the resort, I'm sure.
They weren't
Yeah.
kicking it with your mom the whole time, right?
They were. The moms were getting at it.
Really?
But the moms are getting
Yeah.
at it by themselves, and the kids were doing their own thing.
No,
right?
no. Like,
They were mixing?
These were cheer moms. These were moms that were sick of their husbands. Let's get nuts.
Yeah, but were they getting nuts with the other moms and the kids?
And the kid, yeah, the girls were there. Hmm.
But you know these all-inclusive resorts, you could kind of hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like teen parties. They have like events at those things for like the luau pool party for kids only is tonight. It's like supervised, but they still get to like, it's like the dance club that's a juice bar situation.
Do you remember a story a couple of years ago? We went to an all-inclusive for spring break, and we moved resorts because there were too many high school kids there.
Oh yeah, was that Mexico?
We were down somewhere. I think it was Mexico.
Yeah, you were bummed.
We were bummed.
That was
We
a
went to
dis-
this resort. It was a nice place, and there was, and I do want to say it was a group of kids
It was
from here.
parties.
And these kids were so out of control. And there were parents there who were equally out of control. And remember, we had a swim out, and they were throwing cigarette butts. I go, I can't do this.
I can't
the kids
do
were
it.
young. The kids were real young. And they moved
Southern
us.
Illinois and me can't imagine this being a problem in high school. Like, we didn't have spring break to the floating McDonald's money, let alone Cancun.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And it was definitely a mom's chaperoning
It was.
situation. Well, I didn't see any of the dads there. I didn't see any dads. It was pretty much all moms.
Yeah, did the dads ever do this? Like with the sons, get the team together, go with
If
dad
they did,
vacation?
they're not wilding out like
If
that.
they did, it wasn't my dad.
Bummer.
Yeah, it's like a campsite at KOA or something.
Man.
Come on, boy.
Our high school, where did we go? I felt so bad for him. We snuck out of the hotel room, out the window. He was freaking out. Our high school basketball coach took us somewhere, and I think it might have been like to go to the Final Four, like to go to watch a round of college basketball. Because I remember we were in his Corsica, and it wasn't an event we played in because there wasn't enough of us. I think he just took like the senior boys to like the Final Four, and somewhere in Ohio or something. And our parents had to sign off on it. And it was just the head coach.
And four people in a
In a
more
Corsica.
people in a
We're like,
Corsica?
yeah, dude. I was in the passenger seat, and there were 3 dudes in the back. And we stayed in one hotel room, and we were sleeping like 2 dudes, 2 double beds. We did because there wasn't a lot of money involved. And we snuck out the window, and he came looking for us. And there was no one in the hotel room. And he was freaking out because he didn't want to have to call our parents. I don't even remember why. We just like snuck out and walked around or something. I don't remember what we were doing. But we didn't We're staying on like this first floor.
Well, it's these senior trips. It's these high school senior trips.
Yeah, the senior trip at our school, I think, was a cruise. I think they did a cruise.
Really? And they go to Mexico so they could drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to a cruise.
That's wild.
And there was some stories when they came back about some real gnarly things going down. Like,
Well, let's say let's say my daughter wanted to go on one of these things when she was a senior. Would I chaperone?
No.
Hell no.
Your wife would.
I
I'd have
would
a
ne-
blast.
I would never want to be responsible for other kids drinking.
Well,
like
parents would go too, I would imagine.
not every parent goes. I mean, they have like a handful of parents
Yeah,
that are in
couple, two,
charge
three.
of.
See, that's not how my sister, all the moms went
Okay, so all the moms were responsible for their own kid.
for their own kid. And that worked out really nice.
Because I think for the most part, it's like a handful of parents, not all parents, but a handful are responsible for whoever goes, 30, 40 kids. And now they're all drinking. They're all lightweights.
Yeah.
They're probably, probably drinking in excess for the first time.
I always tell the story about, so I never got to go, I was never included or had the spring break option and whatever. But then my mom was going on a mom's trip to Mexico the year I was graduating from college. And she's like, hey, for your graduation, why don't you join your mother and all of her friends to Mexico? And I went, and I was like,
Did you have fun?
It was okay. It was fine. We had a good time with all the Mexican people I met and that were my age, Like the moms were having their own situation. Like some of them were going through divorces.
Yeah.
Some of them had gotten new boobs. Like there was a whole. They
Did
were
your
on
mom
their own
think you were
trip.
going to have this whole thing together?
I think she just felt bad. Like I don't know. I think she was wanting to do something for me for graduating from college, and she was like, "All right, let's just add her into this." And I was fine, but it wasn't. It wasn't for me. I felt like, what am I doing here?
You
Yeah.
got tacked on.
She paid
know?
for it, though.
Yeah, she paid for it. So,
Tight.
and
That's awesome.
I got to lay out and get tan and
Well, so the high schoolers, the college kids are down at spring break now. You hear about the story about this missing girl in the Dominican?
no.
Spring
That's a
breaker?
weird one.
Oh, no.
You saw that, Scott?
On a high school
She
trip?
it's a college. She goes to, is it Purdue? No, I'm sorry. She's a junior at the University of Pittsburgh, and she's gone missing in the Dominican. She was down there with some friends for the Dominican Republic spring break. They got a person of interest. So they say she traveled to Punta Cana with 5 other people last Monday. 3 days later, she went to a beach area with a group at 4:15 a.m. near the Riu Hotel in Punta Cana. She disappeared around that time.
4:15 a.m., so that was after a night of partying.
Right. They got a person of interest, a 22-year-old from Iowa, has been named a person of interest in the case because he may have been the last person to see her. God, what a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Where was this at? Punta Cana, Dominican?
Yeah.
It's wild. I'm on this website called gradcity.com, and it's literally, that's what they do. They plan graduation, it's Grad City senior trips, and it's trips to Mexico, Cabo, Playa del Carmen, Riviera, Nassau, Bahamas, Punta Cana, and Panama City, Florida. It's got all the stuff we talked about. It's like exclusive events offered only to our Grad City travelers. Party by the pool and beach, themed parties, all the hottest venues, DJs every night.
If you're going away with your kids on spring break, like a family vacation, just ask the hotel before you go, hey, have any high schools booked trips there? I'm telling you, it was that one year, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
These kids were so out of control.
It almost seems like this one resort built an island for the kids. There's like 2 bridges going out to this island where all the parties are.
And like, are
So
they
they keep 'em
considered
contained.
kids? Like, you go to all these all-inclusives that are adults only, but if kids can drink at 16, are they considered adults in Mexico?
Is it 18 or 16 to drink
It's
in
18, I
Mexico?
thought.
Listen, in
And they
my
might
eyes,
have
they're
bumped it
kids.
up even
Oh, I
more.
was 16 drinking in Mexico.
Oh.
Family trip, not a friend trip.
Cool mom.
Mom didn't know what the hell
Oh,
I
man,
was
there were a
doing.
lot of cool moms there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cool mom.
they were running around the hallways, again, flicking cigarettes into the swim out pool. And the place was nice enough to accommodate a move for us. It's fine. The kids were real young, too.
I think when I looked at like adult, because they have adults only resorts, I want to say it was at least 18 and up. It might even been 21. Because they have couples-only ones, too, right? Mm-hmm. Like the Playa Mujer one.
Yeah.
I think that Mujer, Playa Mujer was...
Like, if you stay at a Secrets resort, Secrets are adults only.
Yeah, there's certain ones that are like, they don't even allow kids.
Secrets resorts, I know, specifically are adults only.
It's nice.
And I get it now, because we went down there, and first few days was totally quiet, beautiful, and then you get that new rush for the next weekend.
Then the high schoolers roll in. All right.
Yeah.
The spring breakers. All right.
Some resorts have separate places, too. I remember, like, some of them would be like, this pool area was, like, all ages, and then there was an adults-only side.
Hard Rock
Yeah.
Hard Rock had that on the last trip that we did. We just stayed at the adult pool the whole time.
But when you got young kids, you can't just...
I know. That's
I mean,
the
now
tough
my
part.
kids are teenagers, which I mean, that's a game changer. But back in the day, when the kids were young, we just had to hang out with them all the time. Idiots. And with all that being said, summer is right around the corner. Maybe you may be planning your family summer vacation altogether. And some of you may not be going to Mexico or the Dominican or wherever. You may be going down south. And I would say that is something I would like to do a little more, is I've not spent a lot of time down south. Yeah, sure, Florida's Florida. Mm-hmm. But I've never been to Gulf Shores.
Same.
It's awesome.
I've never been to Gulf Shores.
Now you can fly there.
Imagine Florida. Because
call
that's
it
all
Alabama.
it is. It is the Florida-Alabama line, and it's still just more of Florida.
It's
It's
the
Orange
same-
Beach Part 2.
Well,
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Southern Living magazine just dropped the winners of its 9th annual South's Best Awards, highlighting the best destinations, hotels, and experiences across the South. And it's all voted on by readers. And the big winner this year, well, I'll tell you the best cities in the South and South's best beach towns.
Best cities. Let's start with Savannah.
Savannah was number 2.
Okay.
Now, this particular city that won Southern Living's best city has been named the best city. This would be for the 9th year in a row.
Show me.
Thanks to its rich history.
Charleston.
Amazing food.
Good guess.
Charleston is correct.
It is?
Oh.
Yeah. Charleston, South Carolina. Named for the 9th year in a row the best southern city. Charleston, Savannah. Asheville, North Carolina.
Asheville's a good town. It's fun.
New Orleans. Nashville, Tennessee.
Is Wilmington on it?
Wilmington, which I love. Been there.
Atlanta?
Atlanta was number 9. Greenville, South Carolina. We have a friend that just moved there. That's number 6. St. Petersburg, Florida. Chattanooga, Tennessee. And then Lexington, Kentucky at number 2.
Chattanooga.
Wow.
That's
They
in the
got
top 10. The Noog is in, baby.
That's awesome. It's a beautiful area.
Yes,
For
it is the
sure.
Smoky Mountains.
Okay, best beach towns in the South.
Oh, man.
Is it Gulf Shores?
Gulf Shores is number 2.
Okay.
Gulf Shores / Orange Beach, Alabama was the second best southern beach town.
Are we counting the Floridas here?
Well, I want to tell you what they say about Gulf Shores, because this is a place, Gulf Shores is a place where people from St. Louis go down. It's like
yeah.
Yeah, this
it's
is
like
St. Louis's Azores. This is-
Riviera.
Yeah. This is our Ibiza.
And luckily, everyone from St. Louis will wear a Cardinals visor in the pool, so you know if you're going to get locked into a conversation or not, and you can kind of avoid it if you want.
Well, they'll wear something, not just a cardinal, but something that identifies themselves as a 314,
Oh, dude.
whether it be a 314 hat or an item of clothing that
Yeah.
says the number's 314.
Blue Note
Even
tattoo.
throw a 636 in there, a cardinal hat, a blues hat.
If you're walking up and down the beach and you count fewer than 5 Cardinals hats, there's a highway closed or something. Something's wrong.
Living up to Gulf Shore's motto, small town, big beach. This region lays claim to 32 miles of white sand shores abutting the blue-green water. Often overlooked for neighboring Florida panhandle options, this area is the Yellowhammer State's pride and joy. I had no idea Alabama was the Yellowhammer State.
The
No,
Yellow
nor did I.
Hammer. The heck
didn't
does
know
that
that
mean?
either.
I have no idea, but that's what it says here. Special places include Gulf State Park's 6,000 acres and the Gulf, a lively oceanfront restaurant that's made from shipping containers. Anybody ever been there?
No, I don't think so. We always go to the Hangout because you can dance on the tables and it's huge, and they got trampolines outside and bands playing and
Trampolines and bands.
Oh, they got
Nice.
so much
I want to
crap.
go there.
Nice, yeah.
It's just like they have a lot of things where you can just kind of send your kids to hang out while you wait the hour to find a table.
Oh, God.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
pretty
how.
tight.
Yeah. Jimmy Buffett's wife or sister has a place there, and it's the same thing. To have like all the fun stuff outside as you wait 2 hours to get in to get food.
Yeah,
Or is Destin? Is Destin the one that everybody goes to?
Destin's a pretty
definitely a big one.
big one now.
I hear Gulf Shores and Destin all the time.
Those are the two St. Louis destinations.
And Sanibel.
Sanibel's a little further.
Sanibel was number
Island.
6 on this list of the best beaches, and
That's okay,
South.
but that's the one that they have all the laws about the beach restaurants, right?
Sanibel Island.
Yeah, you can't. No,
That's the one off. That's in the Gulf, right off.
Yeah, but which one?
That's a little
Like
further.
from
What's the-
Sanibel's a little further into the Florida, into the wiener of Florida.
Right.
What's the one that Jeff likes so much? We went down there,
It's
but
by
it's,
Fort Myers.
Okaloosa Island is in Fort Walton Beach, which is about 10 minutes away from Destin. We go there a lot. My sister-in-law's family has a condo. And I think the reason St. Louis people like that part, the Gulf Shores Destin part, is it's the Emerald Isle and the water's very clear. Midwestern people like to see their feet in the ocean.
Hell yeah.
They don't like. We've seen Jaws. We're landlocked folk.
yeah,
That's
but
right.
yeah, we all go to the lake. You can't
Well,
see nothing
I
there.
know.
Yeah, we know
That's
there's
a
no
free
sharks in
space.
the
There's
lake.
no sharks there.
Okay,
And
all right.
anywhere there may be a shark
Yeah.
and or a man-eating.
You're fine with condoms floating by.
yeah.
This is the Missouri way.
Toxic waste is okay.
As long as
Totally
there's nothing
fine.
that's gonna
No.
bite my toes, I don't care.
No.
Put it in there.
And I think that's the appeal to the Gulf, is it feels like it's our Yucatan Peninsula. It is our turquoise waters that are only an 8-hour drive away.
St. Simon's Island, Georgia, was the number 1
Oh, never heard.
southern beach.
Really? They
Place.
couldn't have possibly. They must have ruled out the Keys then. Like Siesta Key, they must be in a world of their own.
I think would you even consider that the South?
I mean,
yes,
it doesn't
it is,
get more
it
south
is
than
south,
that, brother.
but is it the South? I mean, they got all right, St. Simon's Island, Gulf Shores, Hilton Head, South Carolina, Tybee Island, Georgia,
That's the McKernan destination.
Jekyll Island, Georgia, Sanibel Island, Florida, St. Augustine Beach, Florida, Fairhope, Alabama, and Fernandina Beach, Florida, which I've never heard of.
Fernandina. I wonder where that is.
Fernandina Beach, Florida. I don't know, because I consider like Miami and the Keys and stuff. That's its own thing.
They must have taken that into account. Myrtle Beach wasn't on there, huh?
No, and Myrtle Beach is great. Oh, I'm sorry. Myrtle Beach is number 8. Sorry. Myrtle Beach is number 8. Yeah, Wilmington, you've been down there, right?
No, I've never got to go. I have a
it's
few
gorgeous.
friends that are from
Yeah, we
there,
got a
and one
bunch
that moved there, and they love it.
You know, one of my best friends lives there. My
Yeah.
mom's best friend lives there, too.
Fernanda Beach is
We got a lot of
Atlantic
friends.
side.
There's a couple bands that are from there, and they're like, "Yeah, we're from there. We're proud, and we're never going to
And
be
they
from
got that
anywhere else."
sweet Southern accent, man.
They got a thick Southern. It's an attitude-filled Southern.
Well, you know what's
Southern
happening
draw.
down there in Wilmington is a lot of New Yorkers are going there.
I'm sure they're real stoked
they
about
do
that.
not like that.
No, all of our friends, they don't seem like the "we love New Yorkers" type.
What's the saying when we go there becomes here? I don't know. There's some kind of turn of phrase.
I'm sure they're.
They don't like it.
Real
They don't
happy
like
to
it.
have ya.
They don't like us over there. Well, happy spring break, everybody.
Thank you.
And also with you, man.
All right, thank you. Let's take a break, but first, and that is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Riz Show and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990. From Potosi, Missouri, Matthew Eckhoff is our team member of the day. Matthew has been a Point listener and a Riz Show listener since 1993. Loves his current Riz Show lineup, is grateful to the show for always giving their best, and the listeners do appreciate it. He appreciates that no one holds their punches and everyone has a different outlook on life that brings great diversity to the show. Proud to be a member of the Team Riz crew and is looking forward to sporting his jersey loud and proud at future Point events. Well, thank you, Matthew. Matthew Eckhoff from Potosi is our Team Riz member of the day. Get your super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with some news. Police arrest the pooping shoppers.
Uh-oh.
People keep mistaking nail glue for eye drops, and the Girl Scouts being sued over their cookies.
Ooh.
It's 7:06 Thursday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We got a right lane blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a stalled vehicle. 270 southbound at 70. Your Point forecast mainly dry, high of 81. Right now it is 54 at the Point Studio.
Mid-America Chevy dealers present Pointfest.
It's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage at Pointfest, and I have the absolute honor of being joined by Sean and Mike from Alice in Chains. Guys, how are you?
Wow, how do you live up to that?
Yeah, we better not suck tonight.
That'll ruin our sound. So.
Wow.
All right, so the first question that I have is one that I've wanted to ask you guys and a band of your ilk for quite some time.
Ilk.
I like his vocabulary. He's good at what he does.
Well, when you are a band that has been around for as long as Alice in Chains has,
Millenniums.
and you were I don't know the best way to say this, so it might come out.
I had a text come through on the Coleman's Camper text line that said they had just gone to Sauce on the Side for the first time. They've been listening to the show, decided to go get themselves some calzones, locally, freshly made, and they had a really great experience. And they tried this Sauce on the Side special for March, which was the Blarney Stone, pastrami, white wine onions, Swiss, Gouda, served with a horseradish ranch on the side for your dipping pleasure. Now, calzones is the bread and butter of what Sauce on the Side does, but they also have appetizers. They have like buffalo chicken. They have jalapeno cheddar. These bite sides. They have salads. They have stuff for the kiddos. And they have even dessert calzones. So if you've been curious about Sauce on the Side, you've been hearing about them for over 10 years because they've been in St. Louis for 12 years, 12 locations. Go get yourself some calzones. Great day for patio seating, which many of these locations have. And you can even join their loyalty program to save money on future calzones. SauceOnTheSide.com.
We are backstage at Pointfest, and Kevin from Candlebox joined. How are you, sir? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. So there is so much to talk about with you, and had the great fortune of being a chat with you a few weeks ago. But there's some things that I wanted to talk that we talked about then that I'd like to talk about again today. 25th anniversary of the Candlebox debut. Isn't that an amazing thing at this point? How do you, as the guy that did it and was the key element in this, how do you look back and see the staying power of this thing? Because it's still a very relevant record.
I know, it's kind of crazy. I don't know, man. I wake up every day and I pinch myself that I've been fortunate enough to have this career. I mean, it's a wild thing to turn 49 years old and know that I've been doing this for 25 years and that people still listen to the record. And you know, the royalty check comes in every April and every October, and you're just like, wow, this is crazy that this record still sells like it does. You know, I mean, I'm lucky. We're one of the bands that was able to make money off of albums. You know, so I don't know. It's paid.
You to check out Together Credit Union's brand new high-yield checking account called Empower Checking. Like, if you've never thought about your banking, you never thought about your financial health or whatever, you probably were like me when I was younger. And I did not realize that financial institutions are not created equal. They're not the same. They're not all the same. They offer all sorts of different things. And Together Credit Union is who we have found to offer our family the absolute best, not just with the options with the home loans and the car loans and just the membership benefits, but the checking accounts, this high-yield checking account called Empower Checking is an opportunity for you to earn above-market interest on the money you keep in your day-to-day checking account. Interest is paid to you each month. That means it's a checking account that rewards you for balances and not activity. That's huge. Again, not all financial institutions are created equal, and we have found ourselves working with Together Credit Union, my wife and I, in everything. Even our kids have accounts there because they're benefiting from all the financial health and financial wellness education models, even on the app. I mean, Together Credit Union is where it's at. 14 local locations, by the way, 14. So you're near one right now. You can apply for this Empower Checking account at togethercu.org or stop by any of those 14 local St. Louis branches and work directly with one of their amazing member advocates. Get paid to save with Empower Checking. Visit togethercu.org.
Joined by Seether. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you, and thank you for being here with us. The first thing I want to bring to your attention, and I'm sure that you guys don't keep track of this because you have way bigger things to do, but this is your 6th Pointfest, all right? Out of the 30 some odd that we've done, you've done 6 of them. Not to mention birthday shows, Christmas shows. While other rock bands have kind of gone by the wayside, you guys have just been a constant core artist for us. I was looking last night. We have played like 26 different Seether songs in the history of our career, and your career. Thanks, and man. Our career as well. You have just been such an important part of the station as the alternative format goes left and we stay rocking. You guys have been a really big part of that. And I just, as the music director of the radio station, just wanted to say thank you. And I'm sorry, Sean, if you're getting eaten alive by something over there.
I'm making my acquaintance with the local wildlife.
You guys are celebrating 20 years this year. That's a really impressive feat. How, many bands that have been successful still don't make it 20 years. How have you guys been able to do that by your account?
I think we've just basically written stuff that we want to hear. I love a lot of bands. I love a lot of music styles and a lot of different types of music. But whenever we write albums, we just stay. I try to stay true to what we like. We like to write stuff that we like to play, and stuff that I like to listen to. So I think really just not adapting to a new flavor of the week kind of sound. There's a couple bands out there that tend to sort of go left and right as the tides move, and that just isn't sincere. I don't think. You know what I mean? I think you have to stay sincere and honest and true to yourself in that sense. And so musically, we just always write stuff that and but you also don't want to rehash the same things.
Sure.
So it's great to experiment and try new things, and as long as you don't lose the essence of what the band really is and what the sound is.
One of the things that I've wanted to ask you guys for a bit, and I noticed this as well when I was prepping to talk to you guys. You guys release a new record every 3, 4, 5 years. It's not like it's one of those record, out on the road for a year and a half, record again. It doesn't seem to be that kind of cycle. It seems to be spaced out, which says to me that you guys are given the opportunity to maybe take as long as you need when you are writing a record. Is that the case? Do you have the ability to, if it takes you 6 years before the next Seether record, not to say that it would, but...
Basketball is here and nothing beats the madness, right? You know what I'm talking about. Grab your phone or your dancing shoes because it's time to make entries on March College Basketball with Underdog. Now, here's how it works. Just pick whether a player will go higher or lower on their stats. We're talking points, we're talking assists, we're talking rebounds, you name it. And you don't need a big bankroll to play. Start with as little as $1. And if you get everything right, you could turn that dollar into $1,000. And they've got all your favorite leagues on Underdog, all your favorite leagues and teams and stars to choose from. You could create entries with all basketball selections or mix and match across other sports. Millions of fans have already won big on Underdog. And with over 100,000 five-star reviews, you know it's the real deal. So download the Underdog app and sign up now using the promo code RIZZ, R-I-Z-Z, to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus credits when you make your first deposit. Join in on the fun when you sign up with promo code RIZZ. Claim your first special offer today and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits instantly upon first deposit. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concern with your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, it's Jeff Britton backstage at the pageant, and Nick and Peanut from 311 gracing us with their presence yet again. Thank you guys for taking the time. Appreciate it. St. Louis absolutely freaking loves you guys.
Yeah, how fast did this sell out? It sold out really
super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
We're stoked. We heard about that.
Yeah, so thank you for coming in, man. I was looking up, especially you, Nick, before you guys came up here, 49 turning 50 in 2020. You guys have been doing this forever, and I'm the same way. I'm 52. Just a quick story that nobody cares about. First time I ever saw you guys was like 91 in Springfield, Missouri. Blacktop of a parking lot of a place called the Regency Showcase, under a tent. No, do you remember that?
Yeah, what was that band we always used to play with there?
It wasn't Big Drill Car.
Welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Of course, the Coleman's Campers text line, 314-649-3862 or 314-649-DUMB. We're going to play Riz Show Password in a little bit. We'll give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets for Pointfest. We got tickets to go see Tom Green next Friday over at the pageant and tickets for the just-announced Deftones show. Deftones, big summer show with Idols, Saturday night, September 13th at Enterprise Center. You love that Idols band.
I love the Idols.
You love that Deftones band.
I love that Deftones band.
So, front row for you?
I have a gig that night.
Oh, no.
Failed.
I am so sad. But hey.
That's your band.
It is my band, but guess what? They will be in Kansas City, so I'm hoping to go to that one.
Oh, okay.
That will be the last show of the tour, so FML, right?
Sep 13?
Yep, September 13th.
Wide open.
Have fun.
And it's a Saturday night, too.
No, I'm so...
Yeah.
Well, you know...
Perfect conditions.
I want to see the Idols so bad that I might go.
Well, you should go.
Why
Have you ever
wouldn't
seen the
you go?
Deftones?
I have not.
Oh, God, go.
Yeah, you got to see
Please
them
go.
in an arena, too. They
Yeah, the
sound
indoor
incredible
show
in those.
is going to be lit.
Deftones played a ho-ho show many, many years ago, maybe 04 or 05 at Enterprise.
Oh, I was there. I don't miss them. I mean, trust me, my soul broke a little bit. I was like, oh, man.
The Idols Tiny Desk concert is one of my favorite ones I've ever
Yeah?
seen. So any time I've ever seen a band go out into the audience and you get to see who's attending the NPR Tiny Desk, and it's exactly who you think it would be.
Nerds?
Nerd. They drag this poor gal in like a Cactus T-shirt and big Coke bottle glasses and make her play the drum. And these guys are all maniacs, by the way, shirtless. It's like an anti-fascist punk band from England who
Love
is
that.
probably coked out of their minds.
Nice.
And they drag these little bookworms out of the audience to play the drums with them, and they look absolutely terrified.
I got to watch that.
It's cool.
But, yeah, we got tickets for that Deftones show. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll play Riz Show Password. Right now, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And we'll start with this. It's a Riz Show follow-up. Anybody remember the couple they dubbed Mr. Clean and Miss Dookie?
Uh-huh.
Well, they've been caught. Back in December, two people used poop to help them steal items from a Family Dollar in Mulberry, Florida. Yes, Mr. Clean and Miss Dookie. Tina Joyce dropped a deuce in the store as a distraction while her accomplice, a fella named Nike V. Curry, pushed a cart of around $500 and stolen goods out the front door. And he was stealing mostly cleaning goods and beer.
Cleaning goods.
Yeah.
How funny is that?
Ironic.
So Mr. Clean and Miss Dookie. Family Dollar had surveillance video of the two, so they were very easy to identify. Surprisingly enough, these two have a criminal history.
No.
Yeah.
This is the first time
In
offense?
fact, Nike V, the guy, has 14 prior theft charges. Huh.
So what were they doing with the cleaning products? Did they have a cleaning company? Is that what they're
Oh, I
doing?
don't know. Maybe they were selling them. I'm thinking they were.
drugs with
I think they were probably selling the stuff on the side.
Oh, okay.
But remember, she took a deuce right there in the store. I mean, my God.
It happens.
No, it doesn't happen.
Oh, it doesn't happen.
Sometimes it does happen, but it's not meant to happen.
You have sullied the name of Family Dollar.
Yeah.
I didn't know they sold beer at Family Dollar. That was news to me.
I mean, neither.
I didn't.
They do that at Dollar General? I know they got the refrigerators on the right when you go in there, but I thought it was all just like energy drinks and
I know.
milk.
They say here at the
America.
The Family Dollar, they were stealing cleaning products and beer. So, man, people keep mistaking nail glue for eye drops, and this is another story of this.
Let them. Hey, remember the whole let them thing?
That's right.
Let's
Mel
just
Brooks.
let them. If you ain't going to read,
Or Mel Robbins.
you ain't going
Mel Brooks.
You ain't going to
Leave
see
Mel
it.
Brooks out of this.
I'm sorry.
This is Mel Robbins and Mel Brooks come together.
All right, so this is a woman. Her name is, she goes by Breezy Bree. She posted a video from the ER after she used what she thought was eye drops, wound up being fingernail glue instead. And I watched this video, and it's gnarly. She's got like a tube in her eye, because I guess they got to put something in your eye to like flush all that stuff out.
Oh, my God.
Is this an influencer?
I mean,
I'm influenced by this decision.
I just mean
guess.
like I feel like.
you think people are doing this on purpose?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Once somebody
Oh.
catches news for it, like I think that there's always going to be a copy. Dude, if there
I
are
understand your
copycat murderers,
skepticism.
there are going to be copycat gluers. And that's how the world works. Somebody is going to see it and go, "Oh, you know what?
This is a way to get attention?
I'm willing to
Swear.
sacrifice
There are
a
other
day
ways.
in the ER." Well, of course there are, but I'm just saying.
Or if they think there's a class action, there's a lawsuit coming.
Oh.
I'm just saying that I think that somebody that's using eye drops on a regular basis very specifically knows what the bottle feels like, where it is.
Well,
It's your eyes, man.
Okay, well, so this woman, Breezy Bree, there's a brand called Kiss, Kiss. It sells, I guess, a fingernail glue. It sells this fingernail glue in the same type of bottle that eye drops come in. I mean, it is, I saw a picture of the bottle too. It is, they look like eye drops bottles. This is super glue for your fingernails. It dries in seconds.
Here's what they look like. Okay, hold extended nozzle precision nail glue. The cap is going to be a little bit different. I just don't. No. I mean, I understand this maybe
They're little bottles.
having had
Well, that's not
happened
the
a
bottle I
time
saw.
or two.
Right? Kiss fingernail glue and write BREEZY.
BREEZY.
BRE.
Oh, BRE. Odorless.
I want to see if they show the picture that she.
I mean,
of the one she used.
this one has most of these have a big red cap on it. I mean, I get it. They're all around
People
that
are idiots.
same. I
People
think
are in a hurry.
I think it's copycatter.
Here she is. Okay, it may be. Here she is talking about it.
I'm at the ER because I was half asleep and I needed to put my antibiotic eye drops in tonight. And instead of grabbing eye drops, I grabbed the Kiss nail glue. So this is them rinsing my eye out. They already took out 3 shards of super glue. Don't get super glue in your eye because then you have to go through this like contact suction thing on your eye.
Well, healthcare workers say it's become a real issue, and they're seeing more and more people who accidentally glue their eyes shut. And one doctor called it, quote, relatively common.
Wow.
Well,
Here's
we're
the,
pretty stupid as a society.
We are stupid.
Here's the antibiotic eye drops, and you know what those look like if you've ever had
Sure.
Right.
conjunctivitis. And that's kind of like a fatter, shorter bottle with a prescription tape on it, usually.
I want to know where the scientists are on the 2-in-1 super glue eye drop combo. Let's just make this a non-factor.
Yeah, I feel like your infection, your conjunctivitis will heal faster if you just keep your eyes closed for 24 hours.
Make one that's make one that's just like as soon as it reacts to the saline tears, it is non-toxic, non-adhesive.
Yeah,
and if you put it on your fingernail, it's like Gorilla Glue.
And you'll be healed once you can open your eyes. They'll be better.
That's right.
Give it a couple days.
I mean, the fact that that experts have to come out and say the safest thing to do is double check the dropper anytime you put something in your eyes. Maybe even read the label out loud.
Wait, what? The safest thing to do is use your brain.
If you do ever put the wrong thing in your eye, get to the sink as fast as possible, wash your eyes out, or if it's too late, go to the ER.
Dude, I still, one of my most, shall we say, traumatic experiences when it was my first pink eye experience. And I still remember this. I was spending the night at this kid named Nathan's house, first and only time. And I was over there and like, I remember eating dinner and I was like scratching my eye, I was like, I just got this itchy eye, whatever. And then kind of playing throughout the day and you're just like a kid, you're on fire, you're on adrenaline, you're just cruising. And I'm like, I got an itchy eye, whatever. And then I went to sleep and I woke up and like, I remember waking up and only my left eye opened. And I was like, whoa, what is that? And I tried to, I did the thing where you're like, you try to really open your eye and it didn't work. And dude, I mean, I had never heard of pink eye before. I've never heard of any of this stuff. And my mind instantly just...
Must have farted on your pillow.
Yeah, Nathan was farting on my pillow. I panicked, man. I thought like, oh my gosh, I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm never going to be able to open my eye. I ran to the bathroom. I ran to the mirror. I tried to physically like separate it. And it was like, it was glued together, dude. Glued
I've
together.
never had pink eye, knock on wood. I've had my eyes closed from allergies.
Have you even lived, dude?
I guess I haven't.
I mean, when your friends fart on your pillows and you get pink eye, like that's a rite of passage in grade school.
I never did.
Well, you
I
usually
feel like I
catch
missed
it.
out.
You catch it early before your eye has glued itself shut.
No,
You've
man.
never had pink eye?
Never had pink eye.
It's all crusted up.
Horse crud.
Oh, it
No
hurts so
way.
much. Makes my eyes water thinking about it.
No, it's like the flu for your eye.
I never had it.
It's the zombification of your eye.
Did you ever have chicken pox?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I had
No.
chicken pox.
My mother, I think she said at one point she regretted not taking me over to Kevin's house when he had chicken pox, so I could get chicken pox. Because don't they say if you didn't get it as a kid, you're like gnarly susceptible to hardcore shingles as an
No,
adult?
I think you have the shingles virus after you have chicken pox.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying like
In
if you
you.
get it for the first time as an adult, it could.
Oh, I don't know.
you.
I had
Just rock
shingles
you.
too. That sucked.
Yeah, chicken pox is deadly the older you get. More deadly the older you get.
You better look out.
Well, when's the last time you knew somebody that had chicken pox?
I don't know. I think there's a vaccine for that, right?
Oh, for real?
I think so.
You know what?
I don't think anybody gets chicken pox anymore.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
By the way, my hypochondria has hit a new level where I am inquiring in the Illinois State Health Administration. I would like a record of all of my vaccinations dating back to 1985 because I don't know, man. Like the measles outbreak in Texas freaks me out, and I just want to make sure I am covered. Not in measles, but in like put the pins in me, give me
Didn't
every
only like
vaccine.
only four people died from the measles so
no,
far?
there was more. There's been more, and they're all kids, which is really
I
sad.
don't want that either.
So yeah,
Staying home.
I'm gonna get
Stay
my
home.
records because my mom was responsible enough to get me vaccinated. I'm sure, but I don't. This was 1985. Like, do we know? We don't know what happened.
So,
If you
did
had
she get
chicken
you
pox-
vaccinated?
I don't know. I
Did
have
she
yet
tell
to-
you? Did she ask? Did she tell you?
She's in her 60s. She doesn't know. This woman is still working. She doesn't think. It was 40 years ago. She's not going to remember what happened. It was the 80s. The doctors were smoking.
It was
still.
wild. They were doing coke.
Yeah.
Pediatricians, they were all doing coke in the office. It's the 80s.
I am just updating my immunization.
Everybody was listening to Flock of Seagulls.
Right,
and
it was just after the
doing
Civil War,
coke.
for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, if anybody's had chicken pox or had their kids had chicken pox recently, text us. I want
thought a
to
big
know.
fat rail of cocaine cured the mumps in the 80s. What were the mumps? Was that just when your lymph nodes got really inflamed?
It sounded terrible. I remember
Yeah.
Lisa Simpson got it once.
Oh boy.
That was
The
a sad
mumps, a
week.
viral infection that
Is she
primarily
okay?
affects your salivary glands.
It sounds like, just being kind of like mildly. Seasonal depression should be called the mumps.
No, honestly,
I
can
got
you
the
look up
mumps.
how many people have died from measles so far? Like the measles outbreak?
Measles death toll. In Texas specifically?
Or no, I mean in the U.S. from this thing. I just saw 4. And that could be wrong. I haven't
don't
heard
know.
about it in a while.
But the measles vaccine definitely changed the world in 1963, because prior to that, 2.6 million deaths a year.
Yeah.
Holy
Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts still selling the cookies, huh? Every weekend you can't leave a grocery store without being harassed. Right?
Right.
I haven't seen them. I think they may be
Oh, really?
outlawed in our area.
Outlawed?
Well, I mean, maybe the stores don't allow it.
Okay, my apologies.
I haven't seen them at all.
Second person dies from U.S. measles outbreak. Both were kids, though.
Okay, so 2.
But there's about 200 people right now with measles in Texas. So there could be more deaths. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was a very low number. I just don't want you to worry.
I do want people to worry. I want people to get vaccinated. Please,
I
God.
don't want you to worry. Don't worry. Don't let it control your life.
Listen, I'm getting my immunizations records. I will be fine because I will take all of the drugs.
Where do you find that? Like, how do
You have to
You have
request
to ask
it.
your mother.
You have to request it from the state of which you were
Oh,
vaccinated
so the
originally.
state has because my doctor's
Allegedly so.
My whole childhood doctor, he's dead.
That's right. So the state records should have your immunization records from way back. But who knows?
Who knows? All right, the Girl Scouts have been sued by consumers over the alleged presence of, ready for this, in their cookies, heavy metal.
Yes,
heavy, yes. Big finish. Yeah, heavy metals and Thin Mints and the other cookies they sell.
Is this new? Is this something I feel like we?
Well, Scott mentioned this the other day in passing, but somebody's actually suing. So a proposed class action lawsuit was filed on Monday in Brooklyn, New York.
In Overland.
Into federal court against the Girl Scouts and their licensed producers, the ones who bake the cookies, ABC Bakers and Ferrero USA's Little Brownie Bakers. In a cited December 2024 study, which tested samples of 25 cookies from 3 states, the study said Girl Scout cookies contain at least 4 of 5 heavy metals: aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury.
Is this because Joe Rogan said it? And that's why everybody was like hip to it now?
It cited a December 2024 study. I don't know. They said, of course, this stuff can harm people's health or the environment, often at levels exceeding regulators' recommended limits. It also said all samples contained glyphosate, a pesticide used in weed killers, with Thin Mints containing the highest levels. Listen, I don't know what's going to happen with this lawsuit. The lawsuit said, while the entire sales practice system for the Girl Scout cookies is built on a foundation of ethics and teaching young girls sustainable business practices, defendants failed to uphold this standard themselves.
You know, the Thin Mint is the most metal cookie of the Girl Scout catalog. So that makes sense.
Well, the Girl Scouts did address this study in a blog post. They said it said heavy metals occur naturally in soil with trace amounts, not a safety issue, while glyphosate is found nearly everywhere in the food chain. The Girl Scouts also said its bakers are committed to complying with all food safety standards.
So they're going to stop putting this junk in it? Or
The health and safety of Girl Scouts and cookie customers is our top priority. Rest assured, Girl Scout cookies are safe to consume.
It's definitely their top priority.
The lawsuit seeks at least $5 million in damages, and we'll see where this goes. Listen, I'm just telling you what the lawsuit was about. I don't know. I didn't see the study.
It's your hill, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a
King Scott's hill.
scary ingredient list, though. I'll say that.
My kids were throwing down some Samoas yesterday. I knocked that
very nice
cookie out of their hands.
I'm just at the realization that like everything I like,
It's terrible
Sucks.
for you. I listen. I wouldn't.
Everything.
I don't need
like.
Girl Scout cookies for health reasons.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Although yesterday, I don't want to give nothing away, but I had to consume something I haven't consumed in many years, and wow, did it mess me up, dude.
Which was
Soda.
Oh yeah.
And it was shocking.
It was a Rizolympics thing we did, but I mean, I only took sips. Did you drink the whole thing?
I drank a lot. I was high, dude. I was so sugar buzzed up. I felt like.
Anybody else feel sugar buzzed up yesterday?
I
We
was
had to
shaky.
drink soda for this event we did, which we'll
There's
let you know
acid
about.
reflux for sure.
I
after
was
that.
shaky.
It's
My
like,
"Whoa, those
stomach.
are a bunch
My
of
stomach.
pussies."
Dude, two of those things I haven't had since I was 15 or 16 years old, and
How
I
much
was
did you drink?
way more than I wanted to. But I had to give it a lot. I had to. Hey man, I'm not taking this lightly. I do not want to do track 270. I want to be nowhere near track 270.
There are lots of reasons why people don't go to the gym. It's expensive. It's not fun. They don't have the time. Blah 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 blah. But there's one main reason to go. Why do we all go to the gym? Why does America go to the gym? The ones that go to the gym, why do they go?
Dames.
Like the hardcores?
Why do people go to the gym?
Are we talking average person or gym rats?
Why does the average person go to the gym?
To exercise.
But why?
Lose weight?
Why are you exercising?
Because I feel shame and I must look better. I don't know. I mean,
For
what is our
longevity,
motivation?
for health, we care.
Vanity.
Living
Yes,
longer.
Vanity is it.
Living longer, health reasons, right?
Okay.
Vanity.
Oh, yeah.
Vanity.
To get six-pack abs. New research looked into people's motivations for exercising, and the number one reason people work out to improve their physical appearance.
Get snatched.
Which is fine.
That's the whole reason.
And if to improve your physical appearance and the side effect of that is health,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Who cares why?
Who cares why you're going?
All reasons, good reasons.
It doesn't matter. 24% of people do it for the aesthetic reasons. 19% are hoping to improve their physical health. 17% are trying to boost their mental health.
Actually, maybe all reasons are not good reasons, but good results.
Yeah, again, if the side effect of going to the gym to look good is being healthy and living longer, great.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal, dude.
That's wonderful.
Mama Moon, she's been preaching mobility forever. Her and her Cole's friends. She's gonna live for 150 years. It's ridiculous.
Anybody see that brand new McDonald's play place that's going viral?
No.
They still have play places?
Ball
Yeah,
pit?
well, okay, so remember the McDonald's play places when we were growing up?
Dude, there was one, and you 80s kids, tell me if you remember this. I think it was in South County somewhere. I want to say Fenton, but like before Fenton was like Fenton, you know what I'm saying? And it had a old school play place from the 60s or 70s, and it had a burger. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It had a burger
That you can climb into?
it was like a tower.
Oh, yeah.
And you go into it and you climb up the ladder, and then the burger's like this jail, but you're like,
Yeah, they sell the Mayor McCheese jail.
oh, like 6 or
On
7.
Facebook
Oh, yeah, I
Marketplace.
remember
The
the Mayor and
Hamburglar's
Cheese
jail.
Bro, you're like 6 or 7 feet in the air, and it felt like you were just in this like tower
Prison.
above the world.
And yet you went up there for some reason.
I love Burger Prison.
You remember the McDonald's play places, the colorful structures, the slides, the ball pits. Of course, the unimaginable amount of germs. Fine. We didn't care. We were building our immune systems.
Yeah.
But with that being said, when they build a new McDonald's, they don't really build these things anymore.
No,
I know.
I don't know if they're ever used. You know what I mean? Like the last couple times I was at one, because my mother, when the kids were young, Mama Moon, Mrs. Health, used to take the kids to a McDonald's. Like it was like their special thing, and she would take them to like this play place one. And I remember going a couple times and kind of meeting up with them and like seeing the kids, and they always had it to themselves. There was never other kids in there.
Well, I also think nowadays, parents are there with the friggin' wet wipes and the antiseptic wipes. You know, like
COVID changed that.
Don't touch anything.
You think that's killed it?
Maybe.
Wow. It was not Mayor McCheese. It was called Officer Big Mac.
Officer
It was
Big
a
Mac.
less popular authoritarian character from McDonald's. And there is one for sale right now. You climb up the middle and you are in Big Mac prison.
How
And
much?
Let's see. I'm trying to get to the price.
Oh yes.
Let's all go in.
Yes.
It's really stringing
Dude,
me
this
out.
was the coolest thing ever.
Now, I do
install
want
that.
to say maybe COVID played into it, but even when my kids were very young. They were the parents that were there. As soon as the kid got a drop of dirt on them, they were there with the antiseptic wipes and.
You know what else it was? When it was time to leave, and Deborah says this in the chat, and this is totally true. When it was time to leave, the kids wouldn't come out, and the parents would have to try and shimmy themselves up into the burger castle. And you will come out.
I've had to do that. There's nothing like seeing an adult in the clear tube above, the clear tube above, just a hand.
Jimmy, you get out
trying
here.
to grab a foot.
Yeah.
Or they get up there and then they look at you and say, "Where'd he go? Is he over here or this way?"
Right. Go get him.
Yeah, when there's a parent up in the play set.
Right. Little Jimmy's behind the one place that's inconspicuous.
Well,
right.
now, we always had these. We had the Mr. Big Mac or whatever. And then,
Big Mac jail.
And then
$3,000.
And then all the playground ones, they ended up looking like Discovery Zone. You remember Discovery Zone?
Yeah, they switched to the plastic.
Yeah, with all the plastic tubes and the mazes and all that.
Which was great, too.
Those were
cool.
fun.
Yeah, it wasn't my era, but my kids had that.
Right. I had to crawl into some of those things to get those kids out.
Did they ever clean that? Real question.
No.
And I'm not trying to put a spotlight on it, but anybody that worked at McDonald's that had a play place, can you tell me what the standard was? You worked at a McDonald's. Was there a play place?
There was no play place there.
Okay.
I bet if anything, if there was a report of like a kid made a mess or something like that, it probably got cleaned in. But otherwise, in that area.
But was it like a nightly thing? You know how you had to mop the
Hose
floors?
it down. I don't know. Well, there is. So a new McDonald's opened up in Tennessee. And they built a play place at this new McDonald's. And it's going viral because the play place has just 2 chairs in front of 2 tablets stuck to the wall.
Play with us, kids.
That's the new McDonald's play place. It's
Very
2
cool.
chairs in front of 2 tablets, which are stuck to the wall, probably loaded with games or learning activities. And if you want to look up this picture, look up Play Place, McDonald's, Tennessee.
Huh. I mean, the kids will love it. I mean, they love the...
And some kids may be perfectly fine with this.
Right. It's a big iPad.
But nostalgic parents are struggling to cope.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Comments on the post included, "This is so depressing. That's pathetic. It's ruined my day. This is the saddest example of modern society I've ever seen. This is one of the saddest pictures I've ever seen on social media."
Yeah. Kids today don't want to put themselves in burger jail.
Nothing says childhood fun like staring at a screen. And I'm thinking, this kid probably has no kids. Somebody who makes that comment. And McDonald's has not directly addressed the issue here, but the reasons are kind of obvious. They can't be... I guess these play places now can't be made 100% safe and clean. And in today's lawsuit-happy world, the risks outweigh the benefits.
Yeah.
It used to be on parents to watch and protect the kids. Now they're basically... There's a basic expectation that overworked staff members are responsible. I don't know. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Did you see the picture of it?
No, I saw the post.
Look up Tennessee.
Oh wow, it looks like a little extra. It's like a little extra room.
Look at it. It's super depressing.
This is a window. Yeah, wow, weird.
That's the McDonald's play place.
But all you got to do is put the little sign, just like a no lifeguard on duty sign. Hey, kid gets hurt. We got nobody watching this.
But see the little thing, the little Happy Meal drawing on the wall. It says play place, and that's it now. Look at it.
That is pretty funny.
Oh, there's
a thing here.
Well, what is that?
Like a Dance Revolution kiosk or something.
Yeah,
you just stand in one place. Stand Revolution.
Oh, that's
what is that thing?
I don't know.
There's some weird column. It's like a column of some kind.
With lights?
It's a biometric scanner to steal your child's DNA.
That's right.
So that Ronald may live forever.
It's also it's for kids to run in place. I don't know what it is.
It's a Nintendo Power Pad, pretty much. Is what it looks like.
Hey, that's more than the 2 chairs and 2 screens, though. So,
that thing, it doesn't do anything. You just run in place on it.
Well, yeah, but it's something.
It probably powers the McDonald's.
It's something for little toddlers to run around and jump on. It does have the old playground safety rules, as if there's a playground there. Socks must be worn at all times. You know, that whole thing.
There are 2 uncomfortable chairs in front of 2 tablets. That's the new play place.
Hey, those are padded.
Get out of here.
Those are nice. What are you talking about? Dude, did you guys have a favorite playground growing up?
Yeah.
There was a playground in Maplewood that every once in a while, my next door neighbor watched us while my parents were working and I was preschool age. And man, This playground had a rocket ship and this long, and it felt like it was 75 feet in the air. You know what I mean? To a little kid. And you had this like bridgeway to go up, or this crazy ladder thing that you had to like climb up into. It was just the neatest playground ever. And I never knew where it was. Because, you know, as a kid, you have no directional skills. You have nothing. And on occasion you pass it and go, oh, it's the one that was in my dreams. I would dream about it because I would only go there.
Was it off the highway? Could you see it from the highway?
It was right by Deer Creek, where the old license office was. In I think it's like southern Maplewood.
The nearest park to us was a place called Tennyson Park, and I would like to take that walk from my house there, because in my mind it was like 40 miles away.
That's what I mean. It was like a special thing that you would have dreams about. Like, where is that place? And if I only dreamt of it, is it a real place? And then you pass it and go, oh, there it is. It's the rocket ship.
Like if I said I was going to the park, it would probably take me a 5-minute jog to get there. But in my mind, I was going 40 miles.
Little kid time.
Yeah, it was a little kid time, and it was probably 100 yards away. I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't.
You have no perception of distance.
The DuQuoin City Park was when I was a kid, they were like the first park to put in the tornado slide drawbridge facility. You know what I'm talking about? Where everything was connected, the monkey bars.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then you get on go across a little suspension bridge.
We had
and it would
that.
take you up into the first tornado slide.
The suspension
It was
bridge.
the first slide that was like a curlicue spiral.
We must have had the same one.
Yeah, it was probably I'm sure it was being sold to city parks across the nation.
The suspension bridge.
It was the first one that went in, and I
Which you
remember
could
that was
shake.
like the coveted park to go to.
Yeah, and when it hit, you're just like, oh, I earned this. My life, karma has delivered. God has blessed me with this moment.
This isn't the slide that burns you, and the kid fell off the side and broke his arm. That was in your local folklore.
Yeah,
More than one person is saying that park is still there, man.
Oh yeah. The old rocket ship, the metal one, was taken down when I was a kid. But like, I think they replaced it with something else.
Rocket Park on Laclede Station.
Nice.
Yeah, Laclede Station Road. That's what it was. But when I was a kid, grew up in South County, like you would only pass that a couple times a year on special occasions or whatever. And when I did, it was just a special thing. And that, as a parent, I feel like my kids missed out on those like. I don't even know what kind of word to describe it, but those like special things in your mind that are just so important.
Your
and
core
so-
memories.
Yeah, so filling.
I later realized it was the exact same facility that Al Qaeda used to train everyone. I'm like, was I in Al Qaeda when I was a kid? Because I would watch like those Al Qaeda videos, and they're like going across monkey bars, and they're going across a bridge, and I go, was I training to be in ISIS when I was a
we used to
child?
pretend we were in Double Dare. Like doing Double Dare and then run the whole course.
Yeah, right.
Run up the slide.
Run up the
Temple Run.
slide.
You talking about Temple Run?
Or the Double Dare final.
Temple of Doom.
The Double Dare final.
Double Dare final. Why? I only remember the goo.
No, you had to like run up stuff and
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what's really sad? So West Frankfort Park in West Frankfort, Illinois is the park that I grew up in. And from time to time when I go to like visit family, I'll just take a little detour and drive through West Frankfort Park, and it is so small.
Yeah.
But in my heart as a child, it was like
Same.
a whole continent, you know?
right. You were tiny.
And that's kind of sad to like go back and see how little it was and crappy it was.
That's why I want to make that walk.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, you don't.
Yeah, because
Let it be what it is in your mind.
Yeah.
Because
Let it
I
live in
went
your
back to the
heart.
DuQuoin Park as an adult and took, babies and grandbabies, and I was like, I remember being like, yeah, I guess I'll have to visit that part of the park next time. There's no time. It's too big. And I'm like, oh, this thing's like half a city block. But in my mind as a child, I'm like, well, the tennis courts that's in the Eastern Hemisphere. I can't go over there today. I don't possibly have time. I'm not even going to make it to this merry-go-round. And then you go and you're like, oh, this was, your imagination was making it into what you wanted it to be.
Huh.
That is.
Or everything's relative. When you're a kid, your world is this big. So when you go to a park like that, when you're playing in your yard, it's like, this is Six Flags. Like, remember the first time you went to, like, Six Flags?
Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh.
Not now where it annoys you as an adult. When you were a kid and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I could
the
get
nearest
lost.
one to us was, pretty far away. But when you did go in Jackson, New Jersey, it was a real treat. That's a picture of the park, Moon?
Yeah, this is this is the newer one. They replaced this in the 90s. The 80s one was like
Probably all metal.
super like 60s metal
Rusted.
version of
It's
this
not
whole
bad.
thing. But like, even look at this. Look at the size of this. When you're 5 years old. I mean, that is 150 feet in the
Kingdom.
air. It's the coolest thing ever.
That was before the cork board too, and it was just cedar. It was just jagged shanks of cedar chips you'd fall into.
Yeah.
You'd have to pull.
Dude, these floors
pull
have
like a little knife out of your arm. It
these
just
floors
keeps
have
playing.
like springs under them.
Well, yeah, if you fall hard, you'd have the wood chips all attached to you. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, my park that we would go to is called Sikuota, and it had 2 caves in it as well.
What?
So you had
That
the
is
slides and everything, and it had the cool caves.
God, you guys know my mother's an adrenaline junkie, and she was like screaming eagle fanatic in the 80s, and she's still a roller coaster fanatic. You know that. And I remember going to Six Flags the very first time, and I just thought like, people invented this crap. How lucky am I that like people came before me and invented this stuff? And then my mom's like, see you later. You're too short, but I'm going on this. And I was like, God, my mom is awesome, dude. She's riding these crazy things that are so scary. Oh, man, it's the coolest feelings ever. Is
somebody's
discovering
asking
that kind of
if
stuff.
do we use wax paper on the slide? I never even heard of doing that. Like
Wait,
Does that
waxing it
make it go
down.
faster?
To bake it?
Like you sit on it?
Maybe you take wax paper and you rub the slide with it. If it's,
And then it makes you go.
I never.
But what does that do? Wax doesn't come off the wax paper.
Yeah, I just
There was something like that as a kid that you used to do. I don't know if it's wax paper.
Yeah, there was some wax paper that is actually wax on it. I guess that would slick it down.
Come off?
I don't know. We never did that.
Buffs it.
All right, that's your news. We'll take a break. We will come back with Crap on Celebrities. Has anybody heard of a coregasm before?
No, but I can't wait.
Oh.
A coregasm?
A coregasm. Not an orgasm, but a coregasm.
That a really good apple?
No.
Okay.
7:52, Thursday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We still have some trouble with delays, 270 westbound, just between 70 and Ladue, all the way down. Also, delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester. Your point forecast mainly dry, high of 81. Right now it's 57 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lauren, what do you got for us?
Way to go, Nikki Glazer. Who's living in her car now? Tori Spelling, How Do You Stay Alive? And the Fox Theater lineup.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
All right, so way back Pointfest, we are backstage with The Urge, and we just learned a very valuable lesson. That when the microphone says mute, that means that they can't hear Steve.
It's muted.
And
That is not working.
That is not working.
That ain't happening.
Boy, oh boy. So we found out so far that I'm sweaty. The microphones don't work. We are off to a bang upstart here, gentlemen. A bang upstart.
We got that out of the way now.
Well, I very much appreciate you guys chatting, and Bill, especially you, man. You're. What did you do to the back?
Oh, Doc says I have a herniated disc. I don't know. That's
Big deal.
Oh yeah.
Out there playing.
It's gonna be. I don't. Do you
He's
remember?
gonna drink his way
Yeah.
through.
Do you
He was doing
remember
triple
16
Lindy's and
Candles?
stuff.
Yes.
Like Joan Cusack in 16 Candles. This is gonna be kind of my stage move today.
Nice. The doctor told him book some more Urge shows.
Men's health. Fellas, Frank, I know you're out there driving right now. It's spring. Maybe the nice weather's got you feeling like, hey, man, I feel like my mental health and my physical health's up like 4 or 5%, but I still feel like I'm running at 70%, maybe 60%. Well, go to Victory Men's Health and let them get you up to 100. Because they're going to take your blood and they're going to draw it and they're going to test it to a cellular level and figure out what's going on with your body and where your levels are at. They're going to put you on a body scan machine and tell you your bone density, your BMI, everything that's going on with your body. They're going to compute all of that and put you on a customized treatment plan that is perfect for your body type. No matter what you got going on, whether you're having problems in the bedroom, maybe you need to lose a little weight, maybe you need some testosterone, maybe you just need peptides and vitamins, they've got you covered with all sorts of treatment plans, and their Sunset Hills location offers cardiovascular testing to make sure that your heart and your veins and arteries are all in working order. So don't wait. Take your health back in 2025. Schedule yourself an appointment at one of the 4 locations. There's one in Each O'Fallon. There's one in Town and Country that Moon King Scott and I go to in the Sunset Hills aforementioned location that offers cardiovascular testing. Pick the one that's closest or right for you at victorymenshealth.com. That's victorymenshealth.com.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Pointfest. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How are
hello.
you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you.
Good to
First
see
of
you.
all,
Thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late. I was very, very late. Some things in rock and roll haven't changed.
No,
the
no.
singers are usually late.
now listen, if we're going to do it, you are 18 minutes behind. I don't think that that's even late as far as rock stars go. I think that's just about flat.
All right, we can take that. We can take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if do we look at ourselves as, you know, the RS, the rock star type?
You don't have to. I appreciate that you don't, but I do, and I can.
I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
it. The reason I am late though is because I needed to take.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet. It's that time of year again. It's wedding season, so that means bachelorette parties. Ladies, if you're in charge of planning the bachelorette party or you're in charge of, you know, getting all the gift bag stuff, you go to Patricia's, of course. That's where you get the candy, the naughty dice, the corsets, and so much more. And if you have any questions, can't find something, feel free to ask any employer there. They're not going to judge you. Trust me, they've heard it all. Patricia's is where you go for the lotions, the lubes, the vibrating toys, the sexy costumes, the sexy lingerie. If you've been to the East Side and you see what those girls on stage are wearing, those stiletto heels, you get them at Patricia's. Things for the novice, things for the expert, and everything in between. And you have 3 very convenient Patricia's locations. St. Peter's, the Cave Springs exit, on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. For all your fun and adult toys, it's Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Backstage at Pointfest, our first interview of the day is a gentleman that the first time that we met was in the restroom.
And we wasn't doing drugs.
No, not at all. Jelly roll.
You got to clear that up in this area. Somebody be like, I wonder what they were doing in the bathroom together.
They're just going to assume that for sure. Even if we say we didn't, they're going to assume that anyway.
Well, I'll tell the story that I was stoned and waiting on a commode that was open. Right. I didn't realize the door was closed, and I thought somebody was there, so I sat there for like 15 minutes with my butt puckered, waiting to use the bathroom just to find out nobody was in there.
While I'm going, you're directed traffic in and out of the bathroom.
I'm telling people, I'm like, oh, you're good that way. That one's open. That one's clogged. Somebody's in that one. I'm waiting too. And it was, that was my morning.
Well, you know, we got to start out. I mean, there's a lot of things that we could talk about. But first, man, Dead Man Walking goes #1 at rock radio. And for you, and in kind of watching your path, you seem genuinely, 1, thrilled, but 2, it's like still kind of surprised, even after it's already happened.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it was a really surprising. I have to touch on this because this is special to me. It's #1 at rock radio for 2 consecutive weeks, which was even crazier. Because I never thought it'd be in the top 10. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I had posted when I went to the top 10. I was like, we made it further than anybody thought we would. Let's go to #5. And I was like, to me, I'd have been cool at like just going back to 12 at that point. I was like, we made it to the top 10. And then we were #1 for 2 weeks. We was in the top 5 for like 8 weeks. We were lucky, though. You know, we were blessed. It was a little rough. My dear friend Shinedown just controlled the chart for like 7 weeks. I mean, you speaking of clogged commodes.
Yeah, well, they have a tendency to do that.
Yeah, you talking about backing a toilet up. I mean, I think they were #1 for 6 weeks, took a week off, and then went back again. I was like, you greedy mothers.
When you have a song, though, like Dead Man Walking that, you know, you do you have an idea like that we've got something here? Or was it just another Jelly song that you felt strong about?
Well, you know, I felt really great about it. I didn't know that I would ever be so accepted in the radio world. So I just wasn't sure because I never changed the nature of the content of the lyrics. My top line has always been very purpose-driven. So I just wasn't sure where it would fit formats. And then as soon as we started playing it for people, rock was like, this is rock. And I was like, I thought so too. But I wasn't like, you know, I didn't trust, I'm not like the greatest judge of that. You know what I mean? You know, it's kind of like a football player telling you what he thinks is a good baseball swing. You know what I mean? Right. So I was like, I didn't know. I thought it was a good baseball swing, but I've only thrown a football my whole life. Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just worked out. And, you know, y'all were the first station to add the record. You were the first station to play the record. And we've been excited about this since then.
Well, I mean, the thing, and just to kind of spoil it for everybody else, but we talked about this off air. When Tommy the Boss first played the song for me, he was like, "Hey, I'm kind of concerned. He's got more of a country background," and I was like, "Man, when it comes right down to it, it's all about the song." Right. And I just really feel like we're formatting ourselves to death these days.
Right.
Like, why doesn't good music just be good music, and then we could just play all of that? You know what I mean? I don't understand why I can't play Kendrick Lamar in '95 into Dead Man Walking from Jelly Roll. I feel like there would be a lot of people that would dig that too.
Somebody get this man a pulpit and a stained glass window. That's what we need over here, y'all. Will you spend a couple weeks with us going to different radio stations with that same spiel?
I would love to.
I am telling you, man, because it's how I felt like we're in a place right now where society is becoming so tribal that it's time
Belleville is one of my favorite spots. In fact, I'm going to be celebrating my 40th birthday there from 10 to 2 on March 28th, which is a Friday, so come on out and hang out if you'd like. But they always have something going on. They have happy hours throughout the week. Today is Thursday, so that means it's Tequila and Taco Thursday, and they have an updated menu for 2025. So if it's been a while since you've been to the Copper Fire, maybe get yourself over to Belleville, right there on the Strip, and take it in, especially days like today. That patio has been hopping, I'm sure, at Copper Fire this week with the excellent weather that we've had. They have a loyalty program, so you can check that out if you're a repeat offender by going there all the time. And you can always get live music on the weekends. Renee and Mark are the owners. They're always there walking around and just hanging out with people. Great bar. Got to say what's up to those slushies. If you drink and you are of age, 21 and up, try those alcoholic slushies, especially whenever it's warm out. It's perfection on the patio at Copper Fire. So see everything, okay? And maybe I'll see you there on the 28th. thecopperfire.com.
All right, we are backstage at the pageant. Big time club show with 311. We've got Peanut and Mr. Nick Hexum joining us. Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to have you back in St. Louis and playing the pageant. It's great to be able to be so close to you tonight.
You love seeing us in small places.
I do. I can't. I will not ever deny that.
It was a little off-camera, little banter we were doing. Yeah, it's good to be in small places. This is where we cut our teeth. You were saying Mississippi Nights, and we did the same thing in town, but pageant.
The John Mulaney thing last night?
I did.
Was it good?
I watched just a little bit of it because I get in bed so early, so I kind of passed out, but I'll watch the rest of it today. It sounded fun.
John Mulaney live in L.A.? Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's live.
Everybody's live. I know it was at 9 o'clock last night. I had every intention at least to watch like 15 minutes, but
I watched the opening.
I fell asleep.
And then I fell asleep.
I fell asleep.
I love John Mulaney, though. He's one of my favorite comedians of all time.
Olivia Munn is his wife, or?
Yeah, so he was married before to, I believe, a lawyer, and a lot of his early specials were about his wife and his ex-wife, not wanting to have kids and all this different stuff. And then he and Olivia Munn, I believe, had an affair, and she got pregnant.
Oh, scandalous.
And so he got divorced, and then they got married, and they have 2 children now, a boy and a girl.
I see she's in that new John Hamm movie.
Oh, she is?
See, there's a new John Hamm movie coming out?
No, what's that?
It looks pretty good. I think it's on Apple TV.
Is this the Your Friends and Neighbors? Because I have some. That's a TV series. It's
it's a TV series. Oh, it's not a movie.
Is that it? Well, I just have some John Hamm news coming up, and it's Your Friends and Neighbors. But I didn't know.
Is it the one where he gets supposed to get fired, and then he?
This is a drama.
Crime?
Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
This is.
Oh, it's not a movie. Oh.
Your Friends and Neighbors.
Oh, okay. Well, stand by for that news.
Okay.
Okay, there is a British influencer. Her name is Sophie Habu. Sophie Habu.
God bless
Probably
you.
Good.
And she is in the news for something she said on her podcast the other day. Now, she once did an ab workout that was so intense that she got to the finish line.
Oh, dude, this is straight out of the Arnold documentary.
Yes. So this woman did an ab workout that was so intense that she actually climaxed.
It's I can't.
What?
It sucks that we can't quote that thing or play that clip because it's one of the greatest clips of all time.
She said it was different, but definitely, she said it was different than normal, but it was definitely something. And you know what? Experts say this is a real thing.
Huh. Maybe the G spot is somewhere lodged in her abature.
Well, if you wail on your abs enough, it engages your pelvic floor muscles and causes a coregasm.
I'm good. Cool. Yeah.
A coregasm.
Let's all reach for this.
And the author of a book called The Corgasm Workout says it's not just a thing for women. It happens to men, too.
Nice.
Here's that British chick talking about it.
I definitely remember like doing an ab workout in the gym in Newcastle and being like, what just happened?
An ab workout?
Yes, and it's very common, isn't it? Google it.
That is
Promise
so
you.
impressive. Promise you.
Orgasm.
Oh.
It was like a different type of orgasm, but it was something going on.
Oh my God.
You just got to go hard for the core exercises. Give it a go, guys. Let me know if it works. I think you've got to like be really relaxed.
Okay. I got like 3 words. Really relaxed, gay guys, and ab corgasm.
Yeah, she just did an intense ab workout, and she got to the finish line. This is a thing.
Just like the Pumping Iron movie from 1977, where Arnold is talking about being in the gym. I can't say the quote here.
And getting to the finish line all over the place.
Yeah, he says,
Wow.
It's as satisfying to me as a finish line is, as having sex with a woman and finish lining. And so you can believe how much I am in heaven. I am like getting the feeling of finish lining in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of finish lining at home. I'm getting the feeling of finish lining backstage when I pump up, when I pose in front of 5,000 people. I get the same feeling. So I am finish lining day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right? So you know I am in heaven.
Yes, I even go to the mall and finish line at the finish line.
Yeah.
It freaks out all the guys dressed as referees.
But that's a quote.
That's Foot Locker.
You got to look up that clip. Pumping iron.
I've been finish lining at the wrong finish line.
And so, can you believe how much I am in heaven? I love that.
Well, this is the thing. So, corgasming is a real.
So you're saying try it at every gym?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I welcome our new corgasm overlords.
Yes.
And I, for one,
Everybody's
will
gonna
try to get rock hard abs.
Hey, baby, come over here and hold my feet.
Okay.
Whatever gets you those abs.
I'm going to do some sit-ups, girl.
All right, today is March 13th, back of the day, 244 years ago in 1781. William Herschel discovers Uranus. Yes, the 7th planet from the sun. First planet to be discovered with the aid of a telescope. 60 years ago, 1965, Eric Clapton, concerned that the band is becoming too commercial, quits the Yardbirds. His replacement is Jeff Beck. 43 years ago, 1982, T.J. Hooker, starring William Shatner in a young Heather Locklear premieres. 37 years ago, 1988, John Holmes, who had an estimated 10,000 women, dies of an age-related illness.
How do you get it?
I don't know. 33 years ago, 1992, My Cousin Vinny was released. 32 years ago, 1993, Snow's Informer hits #1. 26 years ago, 1999, Cher goes to #1 with what song?
I believe.
Not I believe. It's just believe.
Oh.
Do you believe?
24 years ago in 2001, Ray's favorite movie, Exit Wounds. Exit Wounds premieres. That's with Steven Seagal and DMX.
Yeah, man, that was... I don't know how that missed Oscar's Best Picture, but big snub.
When's the last time you listened to DMX?
Recently.
Not too long ago.
Still slaps, right?
Still does.
Yep. I get real. He's dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P., but thank you for the hype songs.
Yep.
Oh, dude, there's a song
Rough
called
Riders.
Grand Finale from the Belly soundtrack that's in my workout mix. It's Method Man, DMX, and Nas, and it is...
Dude, they're on the Rough Riders anthem.
Please.
Or X gonna give it to
This
you?
is something about
Yeah.
Rough Riders roll,
Yeah.
right?
Down, open up.
That's right. Yeah,
Roll.
Hey, something happened in St. Louis during his, right? Was he parole
he was on.
violation?
He was at the airport, like preaching.
But wasn't supposed
Was
to
not
be
supposed
here.
to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, he's with his brother BMX, I think.
Yeah.
23 years ago, 2002, Celebrity Boxing premieres on Fox. Does anybody remember Celebrity Boxing?
Yeah, I vaguely remember Danny Bonaducci.
He was one of the first ones, right?
Who did he fight?
Okay, because I looked
Somebody
this up.
got the crap kicked out of him.
Okay, so Celebrity Boxing was part of the early era of reality TV where networks realized that trashy and mean-spirited reality TV was both cheaper and more popular than pretty much anything else they produced. So Celebrity Boxing came in to, throw it all at the reality TV wall and see what sticks. So the event itself was mostly a disappointment, a predictable inevitability with untrained boxers having boxing matches. A surprisingly very in shape Danny Bonaducci defeated Barry Williams.
Who's Barry Williams?
From Greg Brady.
Did he beat the hell out of him?
Beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, it was bad.
Todd Bridges, Willis from Different Strokes, defeated Vanilla Ice by decision.
Oh, man. Dun, 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 dun.
And Tanya Harding defeated Paula Jones, who was a last-minute substitute for Amy Fisher, who got cold feet.
Dang. Paula Jones from Bill Clinton's drama?
Who was last-minute sub for Amy Fisher. Remember the Long Island Lolita?
That's right.
So Tanya Harding won that match.
This was the early 2000s?
This was 2002.
Wow.
Golly, did Barry Williams look bad.
I never watched it, but I knew it was on. You know, I was like, can this stupid show get over with whatever was
So
coming
that was
up
the
next?
second time Amy Fisher sent someone else to assault a woman.
No, Amy Fisher
in
did
her
it.
place.
Amy Fisher did it herself.
Oh, that's right. She did.
She shot.
You're right.
She shot
Buttafuoco.
Mary Jo Buttafuoco at the door.
It looked like such an idiot.
This was 2002. It
These
was
guys
a
getting
wild
hit, and
time,
I'm
man.
like, oh my God, I got hit.
Celebrity boxing. And Danny Bonaducci looked good. He's in bad shape now, by the way. Danny Bonaducci. He's having some pretty good, well, not good, but pretty big health problems.
That sucks.
God, these guys are terrible fighters.
Oh, Danny Bonaducci has goldenpalace.com on his back. Remember, they were paying boxers
Yeah.
they were paying boxers to write their name on their back.
Yeah, in like marker. It looks, I mean, just
Ridiculous.
So stupid.
All right, that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
Well, I think it was last week or maybe on Monday, we talked about Tool fans being upset that the band repeated songs at their Live in the Sand destination event where they had promised, much like Metallica's M72 tour, to do 2 different set lists for each night.
I know you weren't here, Moon, but so Tool had their own festival in the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
It was called Tool in the Sand.
Yes,
And
Live in the Sand.
Live in the Sand. And they promised 2 unique sets, so they were playing on Friday night and Saturday night.
And then they ended up repeating songs from the first set the second night, and I guess it was too many, and people were pissed because they had spent money hoping to get a more extended catalog of Tool over the weekend.
When I hear 2 unique sets, what do you think?
I
thought
think
the
unique
Metallica thing.
same.
I think no repeats.
I do too.
No repeats. That's very different than 2 different sets. Very
2
different.
You
unique
think?
sets.
Well, that's what
Yeah, 2
Metallica did
unique
when they were
sets.
here. Like Metallica did one night and it was one set, and then the next night it was no song from this previous set.
and that's fine. And you get to advertise that as no repeats. But like, just because you're
They didn't
advertising 2 sets, I don't know. I mean, okay, so like,
You think Tool was like, night 2, we're all wearing hats.
Yes.
well,
How unique is this?
I mean, there's a way to do it cheaply, obviously, but like I think, I mean, just even opener song and closing song, switching those up, and there's a balance.
Okay.
There's a balance where you're still serving the audience.
Well, they're going to need this excuse, okay? They're
People
going to
were
need
not
you.
happy.
People are not happy,
Well,
and
can
now
you-
there's a class action lawsuit.
Now, what was the difference, though? Like, did they add one song or
Let me tell
drop
you.
one song? Because that's absurd.
So here's the deal. A lawyer based in Georgia attended the weekend event, and he tells Metal Hammer magazine there was a palpable sense of betrayal in the air as the show began the second night, and it lingered throughout the remainder of the weekend. What it boils down to is that purchasers of the festival package were promised 2 unique sets by Tool. While the comments on these posts argue that what unique means, the reality is that the opportunity to see Tool play 2 unique sets means no repeats was the determining factor for most attendees to pull the trigger on spending thousands of dollars to attend. The lawyer says that while he and many Tool fans attended multiple shows on the tour, we know that due to the spectacular and complex nature of their show, most songs will be repeated. However, this is not what the festival attendees were promised.
Right.
And so now he insists anyone joining in his class action will pay no fees unless they win the suit.
Well,
But I mean, is this a real thing where an actual percentage of the audience felt like this, or is this like 4
People were pissed. People were flipping them off and
Okay.
yelling at them during
Okay.
the show.
Yeah, I'm not here. I'm not defending them. I'm just saying, like, I want all the details.
To me, unique means no repeats. But
And that's what I think the assumption here was. But assumption is not like it's going to be really interesting if this takes off and what actually happens. Because to Moon's point, it could just mean we've mixed up. We're going to play sober both nights, but we're going to start with it and end with it.
Yeah,
and that's
it wasn't the exact same set.
Okay, so
they repeated so the first night they played 10 songs. The second night they played 9 songs. I think 3 or 4 of the songs were repeats from the night before.
Okay, so here's the first one: Fear Inoculum, Enema, Rosetta Stone, Numa,
yeah.
Jambi, Descending, Chocolate Chip Trip, Intolerance, Swamp Song.
Okay.
Second one, Stinkfist, Fear Inoculum, Rosetta Stone, Numa, Jambi, Schism, The Grudge, Flood, Invincible, Vicarious. I don't know what you want from Tool. As a Tool fan, you kind of know going in, you're not getting backflips and all that. Maybe it's just going to be an art show where you don't even have spotlights on it. Like, it's Tool.
I know.
You kind of know you're getting some
but
sass
although you're
with
traveling to the Dominican and you're buying a whole thing, I don't know.
But it's Tool. You know better, Tool fans.
Well, and this guy apparently is a huge Tool fan.
Yeah, he's a huge Tool fan and a huge
been
Tool.
to 40 different shows.
But there's only 4 repeats.
Right, but that out of a 9-song set, that's a big chunk. I mean, if it was a 20-song set, maybe a little different story here.
Each song is like 20 minutes.
Totally, but you're still.
We'll see what happens.
And it's the same order as the first night, right? Those 4 songs.
We'll see what happens.
Anyway, a new report about the lineup for the Oasis reunion tour has sent Liam Gallagher on a tweet storm. Enemy cited sources working closely with the band and tour for the report that Liam and Noel would be joined by some original guitarists, bassists, etc., drummer, people that were part of the original Oasis besides the Gallagher Bros. And after Enemy posted this report, Liam says, Enemy, tell me who your source pots are that keep giving you info about Oasis, and I'll give you an exclusive interview about the upcoming Oasis tour that you can have it all. But how much do you want it? When a fan asked why he'd break his no interview vow, Liam Gallagher says, I want to know who the band's close sources are saying that we have a mole in the crew. Another fan asked why he'd care when the tour is starting in just over 4 months, and he says, because we're not messing about this time. Any big mouths talking to the press are going to get dealt with. So he's very saucy.
Apparently, there's going to be a movie filmed during the reunion tour, and it's going to be done by the director of Peaky Blinders.
Fantastic. Then that means I don't need to go see the show.
The group Oasis announced Thursday, this is from the band, that a film will be produced as the band goes on a reunion tour this year, created and produced by Stephen Knight, Peaky Blinders.
Fantastic.
That's pretty good.
The tour starts up on July 4th in Wales.
Are they? They're up for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, right?
I think so. Yeah. Right?
They should make it.
Over Bad Company.
Over Bad Company? I mean, I know more Oasis than Bad Company.
You do?
Than Bad Company?
Mm-hmm.
I know like 3 songs from Bad Company.
Okay. Hey, it's all right.
Yeah, I don't get Bad Company. I mean, I
like the songs that I know.
But like,
it's just bro classic rock. It's like same as like it's lumped into the same as Foreigner, same as who else? George Thorogood.
REO Speedwagon.
I mean, does every 70s band with a name just get in? I feel like that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
No, but I mean they've had long careers. I mean, a lot of these bands.
I'm not taking anything away from Bad Company. They got some bangers. But
Paul Rogers still goes out, I believe.
They got a great voice.
Yeah.
I just
sounds like
that was also like the blessing that was afforded to 70s bands is long careers.
Sure.
As long as you had a record that has like some big singles, you could be still touring now.
I know.
And that's
Do you think Oasis will be touring 50 years in?
Oasis.
Like, what are we at now? 30 years? So
On purpose or not, their whole drama and their way to stay relevant and do all these things, again, on purpose or not, has afforded them whatever. They get to do whatever they want. And if you've seen their success over in England, they will be making millions no matter what year it is, period, over there.
Bad Company's got some bangers, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I like, if you look at their list.
Feel Like Making Love.
Tell me which.
Bad Company, Shooting Star, Rock and Roll Fantasy.
I don't know Shooting Star. I don't know Rock and Roll Fantasy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
it's one of those ones that when you hear them, you're like, oh, I didn't know they sang this. And then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, they do have some bangers.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
I
Feel Like Making Love is that's the.
Feel Like Making Love is the only one that I know.
Bad Company as well.
Off the top of my
Huge
head.
song.
And their song Oasis is pretty good.
Maybe you're right. I'm just like I'm not educated. That's what I'm saying. Educate me.
Well, and Paul Rogers was in Free, so the dudes had like a long career, and then they had another singer of Bad Company. I don't know.
Ready for Love.
Ready for Love.
Dun, dun. You know I'm ready for love. Yeah, they got some bangers, dude.
Hey,
I'm
you would like the
convinced.
song Bad Company because in the chorus it says, until the day I die.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's what we
That
saw.
record was on the Bad Company record by Bad Company called Bad Company.
What's this?
This is Bad Company.
Some rips,
Here we
dude.
go.
Okay, I've been compelled. You guys have made compelling arguments. I just didn't know.
Top Seeker.
I've changed my mind. They need to be in.
Thank you.
Here we go. Dance station.
Anyway, I do like this. This is vibe. This is cool.
I mean, this is dad rock.
You could make this.
Well, we've done Feel Like Making Love. Goldfinger.
That's great.
I'm going to play it tough to close. Give me an eye hand, baby.
You going? Slow intro.
Let's go, Paul.
Yeah, face him. It's coming. 3, 2,
3, 2, 1, go.
Look at my arm hairs right now, dude. Look at that. That's rock and roll Hall of Fame worthy right there, my man.
Scott, you don't like that?
That only happens when I hear
that.
Bad
Yeah,
Company and
that's
have to poop real bad.
I may have to do.
Which
go
is
to
also
next,
a place to Bad Company.
Go to the next store. I'm going to do Shooting Star. That's
All right.
another great song.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Metallica has teamed up with Apple for a free immersive concert experience with the Apple Vision Pro beginning on March 14th.
That's
so
tomorrow.
Oh, so all 18 people with that get to watch this.
Right.
Nope. At best.
Get it! Get
It goes perfectly
get out
with
of here.
Skinner. I'll give you that.
B-side at best.
B-side at best.
It was
That's a-
also
it's a Skinner-
Feel Like Making Love. That's
Yeah, that's
same
a
song.
Skinner B-side.
It's good.
It's like
Same exact song. But
it's like
hey,
somebody
you know?
caught half of Leonard Skinner and said, "Hey, can you guys do like a gospel-y song?" They said,
Oh,
"Yeah, sure.
man.
Give us a few hours."
Why, Moon? Why?
Why would you say that,
Why?
Ron?
Sorry, man.
Why?
He came in with an opinion about a song he'd never heard.
I'm just trying to have
Why?
some fun. I'm just have some fun,
Well,
guys. Man, I'm just saying
Moon
funny
sent me
things.
this article, so maybe this will clear things up. Former In Vogue lead singer Dawn Robinson has shared that she's been living in her car for the last 3 years. So I guess here is Dawn Robinson talking
From
about
En Vogue.
From En Vogue.
What a man, what a man.
You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car.
Oh.
I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Would I have an apartment right now if I had a choice? I would. Just so you guys know, I have a gym membership and I shower there.
Oh,
This is not like, oh my God, poor Dawn. She's living in her car and it's terrible. Oh, what was me? It's not that. I'm learning about who I am. I'm learning myself as a person, as a woman. If you would have said to me while I was in Vogue, you're going to be living in your car one day, I'd be like, huh? No, I'm always going to have an apartment. I can't live in my car. We say that we can't do certain things before you even know we're capable.
What kind of car?
Whoa.
I don't know what kind of car, but
That's an interesting positive take on that.
I know. I like that she's trying to find the silver lining
me
of
too.
being
I mean,
homeless.
yeah, you have to.
Yeah. I hope
Sounds-
she gets a home, though. I don't
Yeah.
like this. And 3 years is a long
3
time
is a
to be
long time.
living in your car.
And then you have a
reunion
gym
tour.
membership to
I know.
shower and stuff. That's
I'm glad she has
extremely
that,
sad.
though. But it is so sad. So I hope she gets some help.
That En Vogue video, giving him something he can feel. Growing up, where they're all in red dresses. To let him know my love is real.
My college roommate and I dressed up as the Thai Guatemala. She's Thai and Guatemalan, and I'm obviously Caucasian versions of En Vogue. We had wigs and these tight little dresses, and we had like eye masks on, and we went out as En Vogue. And for some reason, we had machine guns with us. I don't know, but it was a really fun Halloween. And so I always think about her when I hear En Vogue. And
It's just you two?
yeah.
Half of En Vogue?
just
There you
have
go.
Dude, this video came out, and it came on VH1, and my mom was in the room. I've got uncomfortable.
Holy crap.
Gorgeous.
Is that Mr. Echo?
Yeah, dude.
Mr. Echo's in this video?
Yes, he is.
Mr. Echo?
Mr.
The
Echo
kid
from
from
Lost. I
Oz.
forget his name. He's got something with an O.
Yeah, he was in the Oz, too.
Which is the one that? Who's the one that lives in the car?
Dawn Robinson.
her.
I know.
Lead singer.
Adwale
Come on.
Akiniwe Agbahe.
Comments filling?
Yes.
Oh, her.
Everybody is so uptight.
I don't know this song.
With my man.
Beautiful women.
That's a great one, too.
Beautiful women.
This guy was
Gorgeous women.
I had no idea.
They were in their Jessica Rabbit dresses, and I was putting a throw pillow in my lap.
Yeah, that is the Jessica Rabbit dress.
That's
isn't it?
awesome.
It's the exact one.
Hey, speaking of putting a throw pillow in your lap, Nikki Glazer is returning to the Golden Globes, you guys. She was the first woman to ever host the Globe solo. She did such a great job. They have asked her return in 2026.
Great. Congratulations.
She is killing it right now, and I just love that so much for her.
So officially back for the second year. Nice.
Yes. So congrats to Nikki. Joel McHale and his family told, he told the story on Jimmy Kimmel about how they had 2 male rabbits, and these rabbits were friends for the most part, but then something went incredibly wrong. So here is Joel McHale.
But our one rabbit, at one point, they were battling each other. We noticed, we took him to the vet, and he's like, yeah, this one rabbit has eaten the testicles off the other. And I was like, that's quite...
I love the audience. Like, ooh.
You are the father.
Listen to the audience.
Off the other. And I was like, that's quite the fight. And, wow. And we said, well, why would he eat the testicles of the other rabbit? He goes, well, just in case a female rabbit shows up. And I was like, we don't have any female rabbits. And he was like, tell the bunnies that. They don't...
Wow, you're on kind of the perfect show now, it turns out, for this kind of behavior, huh?
Animal control. That is called a transition.
But I guess this is something that bunnies do to make sure that the genetic line of the one male bunny will survive. Wild. Tori Spelling recently admitted that she has an aversion to drinking water on a recent episode of her podcast. She just talked about how she's an anomaly. So here is Tori.
I know I have issues with liquids, and this is going like a lifetime back. First of all, I don't drink water. I like to say I'm an anomaly. When I say I don't drink water, I don't drink water. Like how I'm still living, no one knows. I'm like a cacti. Just water me once in a while, and I somehow survive. But I have an aversion to it.
Strange. She said when she was pregnant, she has 5 kids. When she was pregnant with her children, she drank water. But how do you survive? So she hydrates with ginger ale, Diet Dr. Pepper, and coconut water, which I guess coconut water is pretty good for you.
I guess so.
Sugary.
But it's very sugary. So I don't know how she's alive, but she is. Jeff Daniels has joined the cast of Shrinking. I'm so excited about this.
I never watched the second season yet.
I haven't either, but I love the show and I want to watch it.
First season was good.
First season was great.
I'm in like the last episode of the second season. It's great.
Well, there's no real details on how Jeff Daniels will become Jason Segel's dad, but he will just arrive in the next season. So this is great. If you are a fan.
Who's the woman in that show? Not the Drew Carey. Not the one.
There's so it's
not the neighbor.
Jessica Williams, Lukita Maxwell, Krista Miller.
Not Krista Miller. Who's the other? The other shrink in the
Jessica
office?
Williams. She's great.
Yeah, she's a cutie.
She is. I thought she was good. I thought she should have been the new host for The Daily Show when Trevor Noah took over. She was really good on that.
She's funny.
She's been funny and good in everything I've ever seen her in.
Yeah, she's great in that show.
Wendy Williams is breaking her silence on her recent hospitalization. On Monday, she was taken from her assisted living facility, transported to a hospital. However, during a new interview, Wendy explained that she wanted to go to the hospital to get an individual evaluation from a medical professional. Here she is on The Breakfast Club with Ginalisa Monteroso, who is part of the Connect Care Advisory Group. So here is Wendy Williams.
The police showed up. I'm exhausted. The next thing you know, there are 2 more police. Go ahead, Jana.
The police came into the room. Wendy gave me the phone, and I pleaded as if Wendy was my child. Please, you need to get her off this floor. She is confined.
And I told them I am not incapacitated, as I've been accused. And this floor that I live on is the memory unit. The people who live there don't remember anything. Unlike me, like, why am I here? What is going on? It's a cry for help.
She sounds good, right? Like she sounds with it right there. And so she claimed that she scored a perfect score on a cognition test while she was at the hospital. She has been trying to get out of this guardianship that she's been in since 2022. And I mean, that sounds like Wendy Williams.
Yeah, so, I mean, it could be a lucid moment. I don't know.
guess.
Remember she was in the. Remember when she was in the Statue of Liberty costume and she passed out?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Mm-mm. Where was she?
It was
on the show?
On the show.
Oh, no.
She was wearing a Statue of Liberty costume.
Was she painted green?
Yes.
Okay.
No, she wasn't.
I don't know why I need to know this detail.
She had the crown on. And
Are you sure?
everything. Oh, dude, it was wild.
Maybe the green paint got to her.
And it looked like she saw like a ghost. and
Okay, you're right.
passed out.
She was not painted green, but
Oh, she looks cute as a.
Look.
Oh. I'm not saying she didn't have a stroke. I'm just saying
my
maybe
God,
she doesn't
dude.
need a guardianship.
That's
but it's weird.
Not
it's
funny, but
it's
is
weird
funny.
to watch because she kind of made a thing of it, and I don't know, man.
Passed
Oh,
out.
my Lord.
Horrible.
That is horrible. As we were talking earlier, John Hamm is turning to crime when he loses his job in the upcoming Apple TV series Your Friends and Neighbors. You can check out the new trailer.
They said she overheated.
Oh, really? Well, Landman, starring Billy Bob Thornton, was among the top streaming shows of the fourth quarter of last year, and it's been renewed for a second season. So if you're a fan of that show, be excited. The sequel to This is Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, will be released in theaters, we now know, on September 12th. It features cameos from Elton John, Paul McCartney, Garth Brooks, Trisha Yearwood, and the original 1984 movie will also be back in theaters this summer in a newly restored edition, hopefully back-to-back, because I'd like to see
Very cool.
both of them. And finally, the Fox Theater on Wednesday announced its lineup for the Broadway season. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child will come to the stage next season, along with the musicals Phantom of the Opera and The Wiz. Life of Pi will be here October 7th. The Notebook, The Outsiders, Hell's Kitchen, among many others. Spamalot. So if you're a fan.
Oh, Spamalot.
Yeah, May 5th through the 17th.
Oh, I'd go see that.
There you go. And that is your crap on celebrities.
All right. Thank you, Learn.
Celebrities celebrating a birthday on this fine day include Coco Gauff, the American professional tennis player, 21. Jack Harlow's 27. Tristan Thompson currently plays for the Cavaliers, shares 2 kids with Khloe Kardashian, is 34. Danny Masterson, now convicted rapist, serving 30 years, but used to be on that 70 show, is 49. David Draymond from Disturbed is 52. Common is 53. Adam Clayton, the U2 bass player, is 65. Kathy Hilton, Paris Hilton's mama, is 66. Dana Delaney from Hand of God and Exit to Eden is 69. William H. Macy is 75 years old. And Neil Sedaka, Calendar Girl, happy birthday, Sweet 16. Breaking Up is Hard to Do is 86 years old.
And today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Becca Bratt. And today's birthday girl has been in 111 fine films, including Baby Doll Nurses 1, Big Sausage Pizza 2, The Escort, Hot Showers 5, The No Silicone Zone, The Sopranos 5, The Virgin Patrol 2, Whitewater Shafting, and who could forget her role in 2008's Frosty the Snow Hoe.
It's a holiday favorite.
Becca Bratt is 44 years old. It's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we will play Riz Show Password. Today's a little different because I will be administering the passwords. So Rafe will, Rafe will be playing.
I've never played before.
I know. That's why I wanted to do this. So we'll get you guys on the phone. We'll get 2 people, and you guys pick a Riz Show teammate. Moon, Learn, Rafe, King Scott. I will give the Riz Show members a word. You will go back and forth giving one-word clues to your contestant on the phone. Whoever guesses the password correctly first will win that round, and we'll do best of 3. Best of 3 words. If you're close to the word...
form of.
The form of. And what was the example you always give?
If you said pharmacy and the word was pharmacist, Riz will say form of, and you have one opportunity to correct yourself.
Right.
So if you say pharmacy and he says form of and you say cupcake, you're an idiot.
Yes. And we'll go 5 clues, and then I'll read back the clues.
A recap.
I'll
That's
recap
right.
the clues.
You're killing it, man.
It's my first time hosting, so.
Great. You're killing it.
Here we go. We'll try this out. Riz Show Password. Up for grabs, Pointfest tickets. Tickets to go see Tom Green, and we got tickets to go to the newly announced Deftone show happening on September 13th over at Enterprise. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Riz Show Password is next. All right, 8:35. Thursday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We got a left lane blocked on a left-hand shoulder block due to a police incident 170 northbound just before 270. This Point forecast is mainly dry, high of 81. Right now it's 57 at the Point studio.
.7 The Point. AO. Let's go. It's Liv Maddox, broadcasting live from the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, and I am joined now by the one, the only Jelly Roll.
Yeah, baby.
How are you, sir?
I feel like I'm back home, man. I love St. Louis. It's one of my favorite cities in America for dozens of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last time I was here was just sheer disappointment because Pointfest got rained out that day. And
Yeah,
Oh,
we're still mourning that. And the crazy thing is that, you know, I wasn't here yet when that happened, but I keep hearing that when that announcement came out that it had to be pushed out and then you couldn't make the scheduled show, people were so upset. You've got St. Louis in the palm of your hand, man. How does that feel?
No. I just love St. Louis and they love me. I've been coming here for years. We used to play Pops.
Yep.
I probably played Pops 30 times in my life.
And now here you are at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Awesome. Yes.
I
With
know.
limited tickets. You like limited is in get in your car and come on and grab it.
Exactly. Got to get here, box office. The music doesn't.
My son used to say on Christmas Eve, Christmas is one sleep away. Well, guess what, St. Louis? 314 Day is one sleep away. It's tomorrow, and celebrate 314 Day the best way you can at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. They're gonna roll out the red carpet and celebrate St. Louis 314 Day in style on this special day. They're paying tribute to our beloved city, its rich culture, and the vibrant community spirit that makes 314 truly special. So get ready for a day packed with delicious food, refreshing drinks, and plenty of fun as they honor what makes St. Louis exceptional. Whether you're a longtime local or just visiting, this is the ultimate experience in the heart of STL. Riz, tell them all about it.
Well, 314 Day is the day where Ozzie Smith comes to everybody's house and leaves $1 under their pillow.
Does a backflip on his way out up the chimney.
All right, so tons of specials to be had tomorrow at all Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill locations, like the STL-style Bloody Mary, Bud specials, toasted ravioli specials. How about the STL T-Rab burger? How about a T-Rab pizza? And it's all at Hot Shots. Of course, Hot Shots is a big part of the fabric of this community. Find your nearest Hot Shots location and celebrate 314 Day tomorrow. HotShotsNet.com, HotShotsNet.com. It's Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Riz Show.
Time to save some green. Go visit my good friends over at Mountaintop Motor Company out there in Troy. They have an incredible lineup of cars, trucks, SUVs. In fact, you can see the whole inventory right now at mountaintopmotors.com. And to top it off, no payments for 90 days. They have some of the best financing around, all kinds of ways to save some money. And what's amazing about them is they're just down to earth. It's a no pressure environment. So you're gonna find the right car. You're gonna enjoy the process because they're amazing. So aim higher, go to Mountaintop Motor Company. It's mountaintopmotors.com.
Hello, my name is Jeff from the Rizzuto Show, and I'm standing here underneath the beautiful Hubbard sign. This is our, quarter mile, whatever it is, to keep clean, and because I lost real and fake again, I have to clean up the highway. So we're here at 270 in Olive, and I'm going to go clean up the highway, so enjoy. Hope they made it home okay. When's the break? There's a room key from the Hilton. I wonder what guy threw this out of his car window on the way home. Tony Patrico. Smells like exhaust. It's the actual reason why we're out here, actually, right there. Let's get this crap off the highway. Here we are at the Sponsor a Highway section for Hubbard. I have cleaned up this entire 17 miles is what it felt like. We found ourselves a syringe. We found all kinds of great stuff, including a motorcycle seat. So I'm thinking, real or fake, punishment served. Bitch.
And if only you could make a deal with God, I know we'll eat places. Been running up that road, been running in my heels, been running on the buildings and those places. If only I could. That was Kate W. Bush running up the hill.
I'm a fan, I'm a freaking nerd, I'm a big fan. St. Louis City has my heart, and Together Credit Union has made it so very easy for me. Not only have they dressed me well with this lovely scarf, but they gave me access to the St. Louis City SC Visa card. The credit and the debit card exclusive to Together Credit Union members, but it's gotten me 10% off food and bev in the stadium at the home opener. It got me 10% off at the team store, which is beautiful, by the way. And you know how Riz and I are super cheap with our time. We don't like to stop or wait in lines because we're prissy, we're crybabies, whatever. I got express entry because of this little card right here, so you can get it too at Together Credit Union. I love them. Go City! All for City!
Bum, bum, bum. Hi from the outside. I mustard called 1,000 times to say I'm sorry for all things that you've done. I tried to call you, but you were not home. No, you weren't home.
All right, guys, welcome back to the farm. So it's a Sunday, and we got a whole crew here doing stuff. We're going to work in the field today. So this will be the final episode of the farm series for now, but I'm sure we'll return back to the farm at some point. So I'm going to show you what's going on here, the progress of the plants, how those elderberries are looking, and we'll look inside the house, and I'll tell you about some future projects we got coming up here. And there's our tractor, courtesy of Herb Equipment, the Captain Riz tractor.
Urological 314-843-8000. I've been talking about South County Urological for a long, long time now, almost 14 years. Because just about 14 years ago, I went to get my vasectomy from Dr. Huatma over there at South County Urological. So my daughter was born, and literally 2 weeks later, I was at the office for a consultation appointment. And Dr. Huatma, for that consultation appointment, he runs through everything. Like, here's what the procedure is going to be like. Here's aftercare. Here's what you could expect. Expect to go in on Friday for the procedure. Expect to rest over the weekend. Expect to be back to work on Monday. My insurance covered the entire thing. How painful is recovery? Minor swelling, maybe discomfort for about a week. I'll put it this way. It's like getting grazed. Like when you get grazed by something down there, like minor discomfort. It's a little annoying, but it gets better. Will my sex life be affected? No change in anything. All good. Just no more kids. 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com, southcountyurological.com.
All right, so here we are backstage, way back Pointfest, and we are absolutely thrilled. Myself, Mr. Jeff Burton.
Thank you. It's thrilling to be here with you. Oh, you're talking about them.
right. Noodles and Peanut, gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
You guys get along like me and Noodles get along.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Sure. I mean, like, we have known each other for a long time. Like,
kind of the same, right?
there are. I mean, he was at my bachelor party, for goodness sake. So you know what I mean?
Nice. No stories. Okay. No backstories.
There's
okay,
lots.
So how much tape you got in the thing? With the thing there. How much?
And it's really similar because me and Noodles should have known each other for a really long time.
We should have.
Yeah. That's exactly the same.
At Riz Olympics event number 3, where we're at Wings of Hope, up for your viewing pleasure at the Points YouTube page. Riz Olympics event number 3, presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Play, stay, dine. Visit DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com for special promotions, and also supported by Wings of Hope, changing and saving lives through the power of aviation. All right, let's give away some stuff. All right, we're playing Riz Show Password. Okay, so we'll get you guys, we'll get you people on the phone. You guys will pick a Riz Show teammate, and 2 out of 3 wins, you win your choice of prizes. Pointfest tickets, Tom Green tickets, Deftones tickets. And today's contest is sponsored by
CarStar, your auto body repair experts, locally owned with nationwide guarantee. So see carstar.com for a location near you.
All right, let's go to the phones. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Let's go to Tommy in Troy. Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning.
All right, Tommy, pick a Riz Show teammate.
I'll go with Moon.
Okay, Moon. It's going to be Moon and Tommy. Let me lock you in. Okay, team 1, Moon, Tommy. Okay, Crystal, hello.
Hello.
All right, Crystal, who are you going to pick?
Learn.
Okay, Learn.
Let's go, babe.
And Crystal versus Moon and Tommy. Okay, I will administer the password right now. Rafe, do you want to see it? Scott, you want to see it?
I'll guess along.
Okay.
Yeah, I can guess along.
Okay, Learn and Moon, here is your password. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, since Moon was picked first, Moon will give the first clue to Tommy. Here we go.
Let's see. Boneless.
Boneless?
That's right, boneless.
Wing?
To Learn.
Transparent.
Octopus?
To Moon.
Bad guess.
Stingy.
Stingy?
Yes, S-T-I-N-G-Y. Stingy.
Jellyfish?
Show me jellyfish.
Very good. That was the word.
Jellyfish
was
the word. Congratulations, Tommy.
I was going to say stinger, but like I didn't want to like go anywhere wrong. You know, stingy. It was like it got the point across, but didn't lead you somewhere else.
Tommy and Moon up.
Yeah, you got it.
Crystal, let's go.
You got it. You did that.
Okay, so for this next round, I will administer the password, and Moon gets to choose, since he won, whether he wants to give the first clue or second clue.
Yeah, clue or pass.
Clue or pass. Here is your next word.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna do this in one. Tommy, you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Crystal, it's okay.
Okay. Here we go. Your clue is Twister.
Tornado?
That's it.
That's my man.
Damn it.
That's my man.
We didn't get a chance.
That's my man.
But that was the word.
Sorry, Crystal. That was the word.
Also would have accepted, we got cows.
Okay.
Yeah, Tommy. Good job, dude.
That would be 3
All right,
words,
so
technically.
Learn and Moon are off the table right now.
Would have accepted.
Is that a word?
I don't know. Technically.
John.
Hello.
All right, John, pick King Scott or Rafe as a teammate.
Give me Rafe.
All right, Rafe and John. Okay, and Chad.
Good morning, everyone.
Chad, you're with King Scott, okay?
We got it, bud.
All right, let's do it, buddy.
All right. I will administer the password right now.
Okay.
Scott, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start with Rafe and John.
All right, John, here we go. Gosh, this is a choice. I think whoever gets it, we get it in two. How do I get there first? I'm going to say... Gosh, dang it. I'm going to say bird.
Turkey.
Scott to Chad.
Yes.
Snow.
Water.
Oh man, I think I have it.
To Rafe.
Listen closely, John. Batman.
Bird, snow, Batman. Robin.
Man.
Oh boy, here
King
we go.
Scott to Chad.
Oh my god.
Flightless.
He said
Flightless?
Flightless.
Flightless.
Chad. Answer.
Sword.
Oh my god. Hang up on both of you.
No.
No, we have to sit
What
with
did he
it.
say?
What'd
I
you
got
say?
it.
He
Sword?
said sword.
Sword?
Next.
Where'd you
Yeah,
get
next
sword
word.
from?
Just
right,
don't
next
question
clue.
the people.
Next clue. Emperor.
Penguin.
You lucky dog.
I could feel the blood pressure of this show
I was
rising.
going tuxedo next.
Chad, sword?
Bird, snow, Batman. Come on,
Sword, Batman, dude.
Maybe he's a Marvel fan. I don't
Okay.
know.
we do love getting angry with these guys.
Next word.
We got
Rafe
it,
and
Chad.
John are up one.
All right, John, let's
Next
go.
word.
Let's take this home. Sweep.
See it, Scott?
You guys can do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Rafe, would you like to play or pass?
I will pass.
Scott, you're up first with Chad. Go.
Go. Breakfast.
Omelet.
What'd you say?
Omelet.
Omelet. It's a helmet. I go, where'd you get that from? Okay.
You got helmet on the brain. All right.
Ego.
Waffle.
Yes.
Way to go. That was it.
Let's go.
Sorry, Chad.
That's
all right.
Hey, so we can say brands and proper nouns,
Yes.
They just won't ever be the password.
right? Right, but like he could have said DeVito or something for penguin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It just wouldn't
You can't
be
say
Danny
Danny
DeVito.
DeVito.
Like
Right,
the password
right.
will never be like Marilyn Monroe, but you could say
Monroe.
Monroe if you wanted to as a
As a clue.
blonde.
As a clue.
All right, everybody's back on the table. Mike, hello.
Hey, feels good.
What's
All
up?
right, hey, Mike. All right, Mike, pick somebody.
Let's go with Rafe.
Mike and Rafe. Okay, hang on. Amber, pick somebody.
I'll go with learn.
Let's go.
Amber and Learn. Okay.
My ladies.
Administer the password right now.
Okay.
Okay. Password is. I'm going to show you.
Oh.
You act like I was peeking, and I'm like, I'm the
Well, I don't want you to get I don't want it to get
ahead of me.
ahead of me. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You also just showed the chat too. I just want to let you know
Oh, that's
you're
fine.
aware on the.
Don't
All
tell
right,
me.
Rafe, you're first.
Mike. At you.
Sneeze.
Yep. There it is.
Done. Wow.
Is that a word? Is that an actual word?
Can you make sound effects?
Is achoo a word? I'm throwing it
It
out
is.
there.
Achoo.
It is in Merriam-Webster. Apparently, at least their online version, and it does say achoo, one word, AHCHOO, used to represent the sound of a sneeze.
Okay.
Sidekick.
He got it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go, Mike. They're trying to steal this from us. Let's go.
Amber, we need a win. Here we
Okay.
go.
Next word.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Administer
will-
the next word.
I will
Rafe.
pass.
Player pass. Learn.
Okay. I'm going to say pick.
God. Pick. Football?
Okay. Rafe.
All right, Mike, listen closely. Nose.
Show me booger.
Show me booger.
Show me booger.
Sorry, Amber.
That was the word.
All right. Congratulations,
I needed
Mike.
both.
I was going to say snot too, but I don't know.
All right, Scott, give me two more people if we can. Are these too easy? I think these are easy.
These are kind of easy.
I just think
Jellyfish, I thought was.
clues are off the chain today, dude.
Yeah, maybe we're
having
just
a good day.
maybe we're
Guys
just
are just doing
geniuses.
great.
Let's just have a good day of this game. It feels good.
Quit showing the camera though. You gotta quit doing that.
Yeah, you are on camera.
If somebody was in the
You're
chat
holding up
and they're
the
on the
stuff.
phone, you're handing them the answers.
Yeah, but were they? I mean,
There-
I'm
there's-
hoping.
These people
Listen,
can't be
If
trusted.
there's one
I'm
thing we've
hoping.
learned, everybody likes to cheat.
And I do mean these people.
Yo,
I'm hoping that everything's on the up and up here.
people want to see the Deftones, and they're not above a little cheating.
Scott, can you get me two more people?
All right.
All right, I'm trying to.
Even the chat saying, quit showing the word on camera.
All right, guys.
Somebody in all caps, Riz, you're showing the camera.
I don't know. I've never done this before.
I'm new here.
Leave me alone.
Alyssa,
Hi.
pick a teammate.
Riz.
Nope, I'm out.
Nope. Okay. Who's open?
Learn, Moon, Rafe, King Scott.
I'm going to go Moon.
Okay, Alyssa and Moon.
I love being someone's second choice.
Okay, Gina,
Hello.
pick somebody.
Rafe.
Rafe. Okay. All right, turn your radio down, okay?
All right.
I'm administering the password and not showing the camera.
Good. 'Cause it sounds like she has us on YouTube in the background.
Oh.
Gina, turn your radio down.
Busted. Turn YouTube down.
Did that work?
Got it?
Okay. Moon, you're first.
Okay, who's my partner?
Alyssa.
Alyssa, here we go. Here is your clue. Undead.
Zombie.
That's right. What's up?
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I guess these are too easy.
Oh, this is good.
No.
We're just too good.
Okay,
right.
okay.
It's hard
okay.
to dial this in.
Next
where it's
word.
not a 20 cluer.
I was trying not to pick 20 cluers. Okay, next word. Here we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Moon, player pass.
You know what? I mean, I don't want to be fair. I don't want to just not let you guys play. So go ahead. Y'all play.
Rafe?
All right, Gina, listen up because we got to get this in one. Otherwise, it's a two guesser. You ready?
Yes.
Pegasus. Pegasus.
Medusa.
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 Okay, the clue is horn.
Pegasus and horn.
Alyssa.
The Hercules.
Hercules.
All right, Gina, we've been given a stay of execution. You got to get this. Ready?
Get the clue.
Yes.
Think of what's come before, and here comes the clue.
Just give it.
Horse.
Unicorn.
Unicorn! Okay. Didn't Pegasus, was Pegasus a unicorn? I thought Pegasus just had
was a
wings.
winged unicorn, I believe.
got the wings.
Unico was the unicorn.
flies.
Okay.
I don't think you can do that. You can't give a form of, though, can you?
Oh.
All right.
That would
Final.
have been dirty if I'm like, Unico. Like, what?
Final clue.
Oh, what will it be?
Final password.
Okay.
Okay. Rafe, player pass. Tied up.
Play.
Oh, Gina's yelling play.
Well,
Gina
there's
came here to
strategy
play.
here, Gina. You haven't seen the word. But I like your enthusiasm. I'm trying to think if this is a 2 or 3 guesser. I think I will pass.
Pass.
Your
Boom.
clue is crustacean.
Crab.
Okay.
Here we go. Enjoy your tickets. You ready? Red.
What'd you say?
Red.
Lobster.
Yeah!
Let's go, baby!
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Alyssa, sorry.
Now, Gina.
Okay. Maybe next time a little harder. That's fine.
It's okay. It's your first time.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You know?
That's fine.
You did great.
This is good.
Okay. All right. Congratulations.
Hey, that's more fun than guessing 18 times and wanting to jump out the window.
I know. But, hey, we had some winners. Congratulations to all those who won. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We will read some of your emails. It is 9:02. It is Thursday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We've got delays, 270 eastbound between Doherty Ferry, 64. Your Point forecast mainly dry, high of 81. Right now, it is 55 at the Point Studio.
Hello, I'm Lefty Borton, here for you, your Valentine's 2016 holiday dating tips. Number 1, fireplaces are great, but don't get too close. Human hair is flammable. Tip number 2, a bearskin rug is romantic. Go with something dark. It'll hide most of the stains. Alcohol is key. Always check for an ID. If you don't know, the judge will tell you. Tip number 4, trash bag.
An incredible program that we have right here in St. Louis. There's a St. Louis office. There's even a Franklin County office for Prevent Ed, and they have this Guide Ed program. Guide Ed. I wanted you to go to prevented.org if you know any sort of teenager or adolescent that might be turning towards substance abuse or already has maybe. Now, this is an incredible service that's going to help young people bridge the gap between having used substances and potentially needing further treatment. All right, so this is a program where these young people can receive a brief intervention, including individual substance and counseling, educational workshops, academic support, and tutoring. And I had a few people reach out and say, like, what's that website again? It's Prevent Ed, Prevent Ed, prevented.com. .org. And who can refer young folks to Guide Ed, to the Guide Ed program? Parents, if there's any concern for adolescent substance abuse, a parent can call and make an appointment. Some parents make appointments to help their adolescents, access appropriate levels of care. And some are just unsure of the severity of the issue. School administrators, school administration, school counselors, extracurricular leaders, community agencies all can reach out. And guess what? No cost to families. There's no cost to families. I'm so happy to have this program in our area to help prevention. The whole idea here is prevention. I just lost a friend a couple weeks ago to this horrible, drug thing that's going on. And I just want to get the word out there about Prevent Ed and the Guide Ed program. No cost to families. Contact them 314-962-3456 or go to prevented.org.
Well, here we are, Music Record Shop, and it's stunning. We've got Giannis, we've got Jimmy, and we've got Alex, our grand prize winner. And quite simply, gentlemen, for the next little while, we're just going to go record shop.
Wicked.
Which sounds fantastic. So we'll check in when we get done. Let everybody kind of get after it. But do you have a plan when you're going into a
No, I'm just going to go at it with a frenzy.
All right, Very good. Well, we love that. All right, so here at Music Record Shop, we're getting after it. We'll check in with you in a bit. I'm getting this for Moon because I think he loves this movie, if I'm not mistaken. And then if you don't, I am going to keep it for myself. I saw an article today that your record is the second biggest seller on vinyl in 2019?
It's the biggest in the UK.
In the UK,
it's the biggest.
It's the biggest.
Yeah. The official chart put a tweet out yesterday. Right? Unless something's changed in the last few years, it's the biggest.
What was crazy was it was like you guys, Queen, Pink Floyd, like it was all like catalog stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Are you a big David Bowie fan?
Yeah.
If I were to buy a non-greatest hits David Bowie record, what would you recommend?
My favorite's Low.
Okay. He's just another one of the ones that knew of as I was growing up, but it just took me until I was a little bit older, I think, to kind of appreciate it.
Yeah.
And like we have like the greatest hits, like we have 2 volumes of the greatest hits, and like every time we have it on, we're like, why do we not have more? Like we know these songs and they're great, but there's got to be flipping tons more out there.
Yeah.
So. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and enjoy searching, but
Pleasure.
I just wanted everybody to kind of go with maybe show a couple things in which that they got, and I'm going to start. I've been looking for David Bowie to get that was an actual proper record and not a greatest hits, and so Jimmy told me to get this one and recommended this one. And then for comedic purposes, and I couldn't leave it alone, the Martin Mull stand-up record for $3.99. I just figured we'll give it a go. What the heck? What do we got? Alex, what do you got?
I started out with some Leonard Skinner. I think that the Leonard Skinner greatest hits was stuck in my dad's CD player for like 10 years, so I know every word to every song. The Gorillaz album, and I've gotten a lot of praise since picking it out, but I enjoyed it growing up. It was a great crossover between alternative and hip hop, and multiple feels.
Yeah.
Very happy to see that they had some Brand New here. Brand New is my favorite band.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Sweet.
I love Brand New.
I got a few things. I got an Afghan pop compilation, which is, I've heard one of the tracks before, it's great. Talk BBC Sessions. This is probably our band's favourite band. And I didn't tell Jimmy as I found that one because I knew that he'd want it. And then I just got some classics that are overdue for me having on vinyl, like Radiohead Kid A, Sigur Rós, Paul Simon.
I got Devo's first album on picture disc, which is great.
That's awesome.
I got a King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album, which I really like, called Oddments. It's a slightly weird one. I got the new Earl Sweatshirt album, which is really good.
That's great. It's a great
It's very nice. Moon Safari by Air, absolute classic. Simon and Garfunkel, Wednesday morning, 3 a.m.
Very good.
It's nice. And then an Omniatrix Point Never record that I think might be all right.
Well, guys, I hope we all had a good time. Alex, hope you had a great time.
Yes.
Gentlemen, thank you so very much.
Thanks very much.
And thanks to Music Record Shop for having us.
Great record shop.
Do this.
Yeah.
Great spot. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, so way back Pointfest, we are backstage with The Urge, and we just learned a very valuable lesson. That when the microphone says mute, that means that they can't hear Steve.
It's muted. It is not working.
That is not working.
It ain't happening.
Boy, oh boy. So we found out so far that I'm sweaty, the microphones don't work. We are off to a bang upstart here, gentlemen. A bang upstart.
Get that out of the way now.
Well, I very much appreciate you guys chatting. And Bill, especially you, man, you're what did you do to the back?
Oh, Doc says I have a herniated disc. I don't know. That's
Big deal.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be. Do you remember?
Trick his way
Yeah. Do you remember 16
and
Candles?
stuff.
Yes.
Like Joan Cusack in 16 Candles. This is gonna be kind of my stage move today.
Nice. The doctor told him book some more Urge shows, and then then we'll look at it.
That might be a slightly less.
At my house next Wednesday, doing a good cleaning, a good spring cleaning. We had some construction work done in the house. In fact, I think they're done today. And there was dust everywhere. We're gonna have the air ducts cleaned out. We're gonna have some of the carpets cleaned. Springing forward feels a lot better on freshly cleaned carpets. Zero Res gets all that winter grime out of there. Brighter days ahead, guys. Brighter days ahead. Clean carpets. Zero Res removes winter's buildup and lingering odors, giving your home a fresh, spring-ready feel. Now, this week, they got a special going on. Get 3 rooms, Zero Resified from St. Louis's #1 carpet cleaner, starting at just $109. That's a tremendous price. And take $75 off your air duct cleaning. So take advantage this week only. 3 rooms, Zero Resified, starting at just $109. You owe it to yourself and your family. Breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res 314-474-2020 or go online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com and say you want the Riz Show special. Spelled backward or forward, it spells the same at Zero Res.
We are backstage at Pointfest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Pointfest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always. But I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the years.
All right, so you're a good-looking lady. You're at the airport. You're there with your friend, and you're sitting at a airport lounge, and a pilot walks by, and he puts a note on your table, and the note says, "I've seen the whole world, and you're the most beautiful human in it," and walks away. Romantic? G-move? What do you think?
No number or anything?
Are you on his flight?
No, you're just sitting in the airport.
Oh.
You're sitting in the airport. You're at an airport lounge, let's say wherever, the bar or Chili's, I don't know.
I think it's a great line, but I think he's used it before. That's where my brain went.
Oh.
And why wouldn't he? He's a pilot. He's everywhere.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's cute.
It's very cute.
I think it's a G move.
If it's genuine, it's
great.
very great.
And you said, was there anything else on there, like his information or any of that?
No. He literally just dropped the note and walked away.
Yeah,
that's
right.
I love it.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You did it.
You know what? I hope he's got a lot of those. I mean, maybe the
I've
next
seen
one
the
he
whole
sees is the most
world,
beautiful.
and you're the most beautiful human in it.
It's weird that it was printed on a business card.
It was on a napkin.
You know what I'm
And it was
saying?
in his captain's outfit.
It's also weird that it had a Spirit Halloween tag hanging off of his captain's outfit.
Yeah. Didn't I give you a little thing that said you're awesome or something? It was one of those pick me up business cards. You seen that before?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, it's pretty cool. Somebody gave me it. Was like, hey man, you're awesome. Keep going. Whatever you're dealing with. It was just like a crazy positive thing that said you're. I don't know. It was rad, and I carried it for a while. Then I gave it to you. I thought I gave it to you on someday.
Maybe. Yeah. And maybe I passed it. Maybe I passed it on. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the point of it. Hold it.
Maybe I paid it
until
forward.
you see somebody that it's just maybe you see them doing great things and they're down about something, and you're just like, here you go, man.
Well, so this is the thing that actually happened. So this woman from South Carolina was at the airport in Atlanta, and she was with a friend, and a pilot placed a brown napkin in front of her, and he walked away. And it said, "I have seen the whole world, and you're the most beautiful human in it."
That's sweet.
Dang.
So she went to social media and was like, "Look at this person left me." And how do you think the internet reacted?
Oh.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Probably agreed with him.
Is she hot? I hate to sound like
Yes.
Pedro, but
Yes. I will say that some people are like, "Oh my God, that's the most romantic thing ever." And other people are like, "Who is this person? How dare he drop a letter?
He didn't have contact
Inappropriate."
no.
And I go, "What?
Then nothing's appropriate.
How is this inappropriate? How is this inappropriate? Please connect the dots."
I mean, he's just
Using
there
his position
drinking.
of authority as a pilot.
Hey, if the pilot thinks I'm hot and I'm on that plane, that means we're going to get to our destination. I feel like I'm a secure package that he wants to make sure continues to be Okay.
So
You know?
this her little video, 21.5 million views.
Oh my God.
And a swarm of reactions ranging from "Oh my God, how romantic," words of encouragement, to warnings.
Yeah.
Warnings.
Yeah, people are on high alert, But I also think that these types of little things, and again, he didn't have any contact information.
No.
I love it. I think that is such a sweet thing to do.
I thought
she
so,
probably
too.
felt like $1 million, and I love that there's no contact information because it's not creepy.
As a matter of fact, she had to go on, back on and do a follow-up video and "Hey, I'm not creeped out by this at all.
Yeah, yo.
And stop trying to find this person."
Yeah.
Because people then started to try to find
out
this person.
let's see if he's in a relationship already or something.
Yeah, I don't want to live in a world where you can't tell somebody that they're pretty with no motive. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to say to somebody, "Hey, you are just the cutest thing." I tell people that all the time.
Dude,
a lady at
same
Schnucks,
way.
this very old lady had cute purple hair, and I was like, "You are just adorable." And I want to be able to say that and not feel bad about it.
That's been stripped away, and I used to be a really complimentary and lovey-dovey sort of guy to people because, like, I'm not looking for anything. I'm the happiest I've ever been in a relationship. I'm not looking at anybody with any googly eyes or creepy. I don't care about you. I love my life. But I'm at the point now where I can't compliment anybody, and I've just like cut that out of my life now, and it sucks because it's like it's going against my nature.
She showed the signature, and people are like trying to like figure out like who it is, and like because she thought, oh my god, this is like the sweetest thing.
And then signed it.
He did, but it's like you can't really read it.
It's like MOON.
Mom?
But
Moon. Oh,
but again, she went on like the first video was like, oh my god, this is like a really cool thing, and then she had to go back on and say, hey, I'm good. It's okay. He didn't leave, any contact info.
That's awesome.
I don't need anybody to come to my rescue.
Sad state.
And then she apologized to him.
Right.
Like, hey, I didn't mean for this to.
Things are bad enough for airlines right now. Can we not make this guy feel bad?
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Is there a chance it's fake?
Oh, that she just did it.
She just wrote the note herself.
I don't want to think about it.
Always
and the reason she's backpedaling out of it is like, don't try to find him. He goes to a different school.
George Glass.
George Glass. Is that what's going on?
I
here?
don't know.
Is she dropped a little note for herself, did a little video trying to get some traction. It blew up.
It blew up, and she didn't realize it would blow up. She said she's been contacted by the news. Like, wild.
Oh, my God. Can we not go to the top shelf of everything? Like, can we just allow this woman to have a video and, like, we talk about it and it doesn't turn into a big thing?
Hang on, let's do some investigative reporting. What's the tag? What's her name?
Her name is Steph, Steph, Bohrer. Bohrer.
Pull her up.
Oh my gosh, she is
stunning, right?
Noteworthy.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, she probably got a note.
She is the most beautiful person we've ever seen.
Okay,
Yeah,
but time out. It does.
I'm gonna write her a note right now.
She is referenced as a TikTok star, so you're right. This could have been total zapoo-poo.
Honestly, I just wrote her a note. Did you get one of you guys
all
pass
fell
it
for
to
it.
her?
She is so pretty. She should be writing herself notes. I mean, I get that.
She is hot. too.
Congrats.
Hey, okay, I call shenanigans.
No.
And for one reason.
Doesn't look like a guy's handwriting.
No, that is a gal's handwriting if I've ever seen it. No way.
Writing. I write like a.
That's
Yeah,
a lefty.
That can be anybody. It's
I write
ambiguous
weird, too.
handwriting.
Absolutely not. No way.
His name is Cod. Looks like J.
Lieutenant
Cod.
Cod.
If you're trying to impress a gal, you
Nah.
go for the artistic writing.
That's a gal's writing for
She is a
sure.
cutie.
No,
No,
short
nothing.
for codpiece.
But is she the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in the whole
I
world?
don't know. It's a line.
She close.
No.
I don't know. Maybe.
She's hot.
She is a babe.
Pretty.
What do you mean? She's pretty. That is
She's
that
hot.
is like.
I mean, what do you want me to
She's
say?
stunning.
I mean, she looks like AI, dude. That's, I can see a lot of folks being smitten and thinking that this is the prettiest gal and that that's the greatest line ever. But that is a woman's handwriting on the napkin.
Oh no.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Well, if it is real, it's not a big
Assume
deal.
it's real. It's not a big
And
deal.
Shut up, internet.
Yeah, shut up.
It's everything, dude. I told you guys the other day, it was so appalling to me to see, like, people were making, like, dissection videos. Like, this woman was of Kieran Culkin's speech where he was, like, thanking his wife. Love of my life. Was very playful, and he's like, she actually said, we could talk about having a fourth child if I won an Oscar. Oh, you thought this would never happen. Like, he was being self-deprecating that he would never win an Oscar, so that was a safe.
And he's making
there
a
was
joke.
a woman being like, this man's an abuser. Watch her reaction. She's clearly telling him no, and he's using his public platform to bully his wife into childbirth. And I'm like, you're a psycho. Lady, you are a psycho.
You
And I
almost
was
said it,
like,
too.
Not everything has that deep of a cut, man. Like, we have to stop overanalyzing every single thing that happens, and like the internet it'll always be split like that too. It'll be someone's like, you're bringing your own trauma into something, or you're just trying to find drama where there isn't any.
Listen, there are people out there just ready to light those torches and go, let's get them.
Let's kill them all.
Let's get them.
Yeah, and I get it.
I'm ready to go. Let's
I get it.
mobilize.
And part of that is The apps probably. I'm like, is this worse than every dude dropping a dong pic in every woman's inbox, whether they ask for it or not?
I would much rather have the napkin, please.
Me too.
Hey,
I'd much rather be giving the napkin.
Let's also be fair that these algorithms are rewarding the negativity. So if somebody's complaining about something, they're going to feed this kind of stuff so they can gain the interactions, the numbers. Like it's
Sure,
a,
but
it's
you
a
can't
spin
control
machine.
that.
No. I know. I'm just saying, like it's going to give the opportunity for the negative Nancys to get in there more so than anything else, because that's what keeps it going.
Absolutely.
So that's playing a part.
Something fun and innocent turns in. It's like people who don't have a platform try to use someone. It happens on our stuff sometimes. The chat becomes its own podcast. That's completely. It no longer has anything to do with what we're doing on the show, or it happens on. It happens on comedy videos, on my own videos. Yeah. People will get in these big heated debates.
Right.
Over a joke
nonsense.
about a dog.
Yeah, and 40% of the comments will be negative, and you think that represents the audience, but that doesn't. Like, it's only 4% of actual people
if that,
would even believe that this is a bad thing.
When I first saw the story, I was like, wow, what a G move. He's in his pilot's outfit. He drops like a...
Hell yeah.
Yeah. He drops like that line.
I am down for a man in uniform giving me a note on a napkin.
I'm ready to get with him.
Yes, we're married people.
He probably became a pilot to put on that pilot's outfit to pick up chicks.
Yeah, and clearly you're in touch with your feminine side if you're writing with that handwriting, baby. Yeah,
you know what?
sweet, sweet man.
We're running out of time. Hey, is there any sports news to report on?
There's a lot of sports news, but we don't need it.
Well, there's a couple sports stories I would like to talk about, but let me do this here and. All right, Moon. Let us know what's going on.
Well, if you want me to blast through a few things, I'll just say the Cardinals had another slow start, 2-0 loss to the Mets. It is what it is.
That's spring training.
Yeah, but New York's looking good. Cardinals are not looking great. Hey, speaking of not looking great, Aaron Rodgers. Where does Aaron Rodgers go? I read this whole article and I kind of broke it down.
Well, the Jets signed what? Justin Fields?
Yes. The Jets have no real plans.
No, they're good. They got their quarterback now.
Geno Smith was traded to the Raiders. Sam Darnold agreed to the Seahawks to replace Smith. Daniel Jones agreed to sign with the Colts as a backup. So, the Titans seem set on drafting Cam Ward first overall. Browns are stuck. They have a second overall draft pick to take a quarterback. So they're saying realistically there's two options for Rodgers, who's expected to be officially cut by the Jets sometime today or tomorrow. He could join the Steelers, which would satisfy his requirement of continuing his career with a decent team.
Right.
And Pittsburgh was in the playoffs last season, but had that high-profile trade for DK Metcalf last week. There's also the Giants, who are unlikely to compete for a playoff spot, but at least Rodgers doesn't have to move very far. So there's reports that the Steelers and Rodgers could agree to join forces soon. And I think that would be interesting, man.
They do not want it in Pittsburgh.
As a Giants fan, I'd be okay with him going to the Giants.
Do you know where where he wants to go? He wants to go to the Rams.
He wants to go to South America and just do ayahuasca.
Hell yeah.
He wants to go to the Rams, but that's right up when Stafford returns. So the Steelers might have wanted somebody other than a 41-year-old quarterback whose last team dumped him after a 5-12 season.
Another option, 2 years left in his college stuff. He can go back to college and make a few mil.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's going to go to SIU.
I still love the meme. Go to the Vikings and complete.
Oh, the Favre.
Complete the Favre transcendence.
Complete the Favre. DeAndre Hopkins finally had a chance to fulfill his goal of playing in a Super Bowl last season. The veteran wide receiver's new team should be a top contender as well. Hopkins agreed to a one-year, $5 million contract with the Ravens. 32-year-old had a chance to earn an additional $1 million in incentives with the Ravens, too. Yeah. I do want to tell you about this. There's a new collection of Major League Baseball hats that are under review after the version for the Rangers unintentionally evoked a Spanish vulgarity.
This is the best.
Did you guys see this?
I saw this, yeah.
So this is the New Era Overlap 5950 collection sold by Fanatics, in which each team's cap logo is superimposed over its jersey logo. Okay, so imagine the Rangers hat features its signature block T, the big Texas T, over Texas, and it sits over the X. So what does it say? It says
Tetas.
Tetas, which is the Spanish slang word for breasts. The hat has since been removed for the website that sells the MLB licensed apparel, but there's other ones out there. The Arizona Diamondbacks iteration shows an A over the word Arizona, so it just looks like Ariana.
This reminded me of when the Cardinals put out that hat It was supposed to be Sweet Molina and Wainwright.
Oh, yeah.
Molina catching and Wainwright pitching, but it looks
it looks like a robbery.
It looks like Molina is holding Wainwright up.
It looks like a freaking robbery, dude. It's my favorite hat ever.
I'll wear that every once in a while too.
I know.
You should keep the Rangers hat out and donate the proceeds to like a breast cancer research.
And then you got the
I would buy
Astros.
it.
They could do the proctology
There you
donation because
go.
it's ASHOS. So it looks like
Ashos.
Yeah.
Ashos.
It looks so silly, but you got to look those up, and maybe if you can get your hands on one of them,
Tay-Toss is hilarious.
They're kind of cool. I'm Moon, and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
I know you were out on Monday, Moon, but we talked about this high school track athlete. You see that with the baton? They were doing the relay race. It was down in Virginia.
Oh,
This
yeah.
was,
Clunk somebody over
the
her head.
Virginia State Track and Field Championships, where one chick took the baton and smashed the other chick in the back of the head.
It looked pretty deliberate, too, right?
Well, now they've filed charges officially. She's being charged with assault.
That's assault, brother.
So, Alea Everett was racing in the Virginia State Track and Field Championships when she hit Kayleen Tucker in the head. Her whole team was disqualified after it. Video of the attack has gone viral on social media. This chick suffered a concussion and possibly a fractured skull.
Wow.
It don't matter. You hit me in the head. I don't care what the damage
Are
actually
they charging
is.
the girl who handed her the baton with accessory?
I don't know. But Aaliyah has a different account of what happened. She said she was touching me to the point where I was pumping my arm, and the baton was hitting her arm. I lost my balance. My whole body turns, and then I pumped my arms, and she got hit.
No.
It looks...
That's my story, and I'm
it
sticking
looks
to it.
pretty deliberate to me.
I haven't watched it yet. I'll have to take a look.
You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
I don't see any stumble. That's the...
You guys painted such a vivid picture when you described it to me.
Yeah,
Felt like I didn't need to.
You got to watch the video. I mean, she clocks her in the back of the head. As far as fractured skull goes, I don't know. Those batons are pretty light.
I feel like both sides are taking liberties here to plead their case.
I think so.
I think she was getting close to her and she dinged her. Without watching, this is going to be my prediction. The other gal was crowding her. She was annoyed. She lost her
That's
temper.
what it looked like. Those batons that they hand back and forth, I mean, they're light for a reason. I mean, they're running with them. They're hollow tubes.
I wouldn't say they're light, and I wouldn't say they're certainly not
Have you
heavy.
ever held one? They're very light. They're hollow tubes.
Okay, maybe I'm just imagining
What are they
something
made of?
a little bit heavier. They're like aluminum.
They're like, aluminum. I go back, man. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna play the audio. Let's see.
This is a news.
Okay.
This is a news article. You see, you're kind of thunker.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that.
I
Also,
don't
like
know.
she might have been trying to hold up her emotion. It's kind of hard. They were definitely crowding each other. That girl was crowding her lane for sure.
Watch, bonk. I mean, come on, man. She was not racing with that. Watch when she's getting past her.
And nobody holds their arm out like that.
Well, yeah, she's not. Her arms are not super far from her body in her normal stride, and all of a sudden, suddenly, she flails. Just conveniently when this gal's head is in the way. Bonk. I mean, come on. That's attempted murder, man.
I didn't see no stumble.
I know the sound effect probably threw some visual effect onto it, but like, come on, dude.
It looks pretty deliberate to me. Listen, I don't know about track and field.
Look, her elbows are at her ribs, and all of a sudden, the pow! Like,
it goes back to...
Yeah, she Looney Tunes down. Like, bonk!
I don't know about a fractured skull, though.
That's what I'm saying. A fractured
She
skull
didn't
is
wind up. She wasn't. Yeah, she didn't like go "Woo," windmill and then.
I understand you can't do that.
I mean, that's dang near a haymaker when you're holding the baton. What do you mean? It's
Send me to
deliberate.
your little brother.
It doesn't matter if you
That's a monkey.
It wasn't a boink. It was a pretty big swing.
It doesn't matter if you killed her or hardly hit her.
It's between a thunk and a boink.
Okay. All right, we can agree on that. All right.
It's a bunk.
All right. Listen, we'll take a break. Well, she's being charged with assault. All right, we'll take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
Dude, this sucks. Hey, welcome back to the farm. So a couple weeks ago, a storm blew through and knocked a big ash tree down. So I got a tree that I need to kind of get rid of, or at least saw down a little bit. So, of course, I got the pro, Mark from Curl Landscaping, with me. So, Mark, not only do you put trees in,
yes, sir,
but you.
Well, First Community is always up to something absolutely incredible. And if you run a business, well, I'm talking to you right now. And are you ready to take your business to the next level? Well, First Community is here to help you. And First Community, they offer competitive rates on commercial loans, lines of credit, and commercial credit cards designed to help your business thrive. So they make it very easy because they have over 40 locations throughout St. Louis, including 18 inside Walmart that you can go 7 days a week to get in there and do your banking. And they have a dedicated team to help you get the funding you need so you can seize those new opportunities and not miss out. And if you didn't know First Community did commercial loans, that's okay, but now you know. So commercial vehicles, equipment, real estate, even SBA loans. First Community, they've been in business now for over 90 years, so they know how to do business and they know how to help you grow yours. And if you want to see your business grow, they're right here in town, so you can deal with them face-to-face. Again, over 40 locations. Go to First Community today. If you're a small business and you're ready to expand, go to firstcommunity.com.
House of Pain on 105.7 The Point. You are live with Liv, and I am backstage at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater with Breaking Benjamin, getting all of our swears out so we don't do that on the air right now. Gentlemen, how are we?
We're good. Great. It's good to be here.
Good. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And I'm going to start off by saying something I said to Brent Smith a couple days ago of Shinedown. I'm a fan before, being a DJ and having a cool job. And I'm sure you guys can relate to that, too, that you're a fan first with so many of these acts. What does it mean for you guys to be out on the road with Bush and Alice in Chains?
Well, we grew up with them, you know, so it's like surreal, They go back before our musical endeavors into our real life as, whatever you want to call that. So it's really surreal to be talking to them and hanging with them, and they know who we are, as people, like, oh, hey, Ben, or hey, Jason. We're like, oh, my God.
It's still getting used to it after 2 months.
Yeah, and it's been like 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, there's a moment of breakdown, I would think, between, being a fan and they seem so distant, and now they're a peer. And I think that probably takes a while to digest.
That's your word.
Yeah, it took some liberty with that word, but
closer than maybe the average.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Quiet and respect. We're getting all the fans set up here because it's
toasty.
It is hot as.
It's a good thing it's not hot today.
Yeah. It's fine.
Because that would be uncomfortable.
It's fine. You can still get your tickets. It'll cool down when the sun goes down.
True. Hot and no swearing.
Where's all the fun in
Why
that?
am I here? I'm just kidding.
I will say, again, as a fan, some of my favorite concert experiences have been at Breaking Benjamin shows. And I saw you guys last winter for your Unplugged tour. And that was cool as hell to have such an intimate experience with you guys after seeing you guys on such a huge stage like this. So what is that like from you guys to go from a tiny venue to a big venue? What's the pros and cons of each?
I think every band will say the same thing, It's more intimate, like you said. And then this is just like, who wouldn't want this? So it's totally different animals, but they both have their allure, and we like to do it all. And we like to play acoustic because it's like...
And Deck celebrating 57 years in business. They are, great. Got a new fence first with Chesterfield Fence Deck. We got Cat the Dog. Cat the Dog turns 6 in a couple of days. But when we got Cat the Dog, first thing we did was put up a fence in the backyard so she could run around. And then we had a new deck put in. The deck that was existing on the house when we bought it, it was in disrepair. It was falling apart. You couldn't put a Band-Aid on it. We had to tear it down, put up a new deck. We couldn't be happier. We did the underdecking, too. So when it's 1,000 degrees out with 1,000% humidity, we are underneath the deck with the fan going, still hanging out outside. What was once unused area is now like a lounge. Fences, decks, sunrooms, screen rooms, patios, retaining walls, and even windows. Chesterfield Fence and Deck is a company you could trust with your home. And if you mention the Riz Show this month, you'll get 20% off your next installed outdoor project. Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at chesterfieldfence.com.
How are you, everybody? Donnie Fandango, and I am very lucky, and I know I'm nervous because my hands are sweating like crazy. I got Pete and Sam from Chevelle. Gentlemen, welcome back. It's really great to see you.
Hey, it's good to be seen. Good to be here, Donnie.
Well, and it feels like there was a number of years where we were running into each other a couple of times a year, but now it's been, I would say, probably 3 years, and it feels like forever, but you're back with great new music, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, it does feel like forever.
So let me ask you this, the break between records was the longest of your career. I'm sure you're going to get this question 6 billion times and have already, but it was a long break. What was going on during that time? Was it just a record that took a little while longer to make?
Yeah, we were doing records almost every 2.5 years, roughly. Yeah. And I think I hit a wall and I just needed a little more time. I think I kind of like, you know, we don't learn very quickly. We learn by mistakes mostly. So we decided, hey, let's add another year. Well, that year turned into an extra year, and you know, because of COVID and all that. So we wrote a ton of music, and then in 2019 we went back to the drawing board and wrote another 6 songs because we did a long tour in 2019 too. Yeah, that we had from writing. A good opportunity that came up that we didn't want to pass up, and then so we kind of had a collective thing where we came together and say, hey, I don't think half of these are good enough. So our producer pushed us and we came out. So anyway, I wrote Self-Destructor at the end of 2019 and a host of other songs. And we needed to record those in March of 2020. That was right when COVID was kind of hitting, right? I guess everybody has their own time frame of that. But for us, we were in LA and it was March 5th. And it was really starting to crack down in LA, and we finished the album up and then skedaddled back home March 18th. So yeah, then it turned in, we were like,
sponsor alert, and I don't think I could be more excited to talk about Mid-America St. Louis Airport. Oh my freaking gosh. You know how much I fly. You know how much I talk about the horrors of some of my airport experiences in the past. And no more. No more. Mid-America St. Louis Airport is incredible. I mentioned it earlier on in this week, and my wife and I have done nothing but talk about the trips that we're planning now that we have this option. FlyMidAmerica.com. That's the website. I just want to share my experience. This is Mid-America St. Louis Airport over in Illinois. You know, and the first thing as a St. Louis you think of is, oh my gosh, it's so far. It's going to add 20 minutes to my drive to get there. Okay. Let's add 20 minutes to your drive. And then let's take away the crazy parking number because I can park overnight there for $9 a night. $9. Oh, and speaking of parking, when I went, you literally just pull up and within, 2 rows or 3 rows, I'm now in the terminal. I'm getting my tickets and I'm going straight to the gate. It is amazing. Such an amazing experience that I felt like I was like boarding a private charter or something. Once you arrive, you're amazed at how quick, hassle-free it is. And guess what? With Allegiant Airlines over there offering fantastic service to 7 destinations in Florida. We were just talking about Gulf Shores. You got Fort Lauderdale, Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Punta Gorda, Knoxville, Tennessee, Myrtle Beach, Savannah, Las Vegas, and a new route to Gulf Shores that's about to start going. And the more we go and use this convenient airport, the more flights they're going to add. No baggage fees for veterans. Are you kidding me? You got to check it out. They got cool concessions, little shop, drinks. I could talk forever, but I only have so much time. So FlyMidAmerica.com, that's the website for Mid-America St. Louis Airport. You got to check it out. FlyMidAmerica.com.
Hey guys, it's Lux and Jacoby from Papa Roach.
What's up?
How are you doing?
Well, I mean, I'd like to say I'm doing good. I'm just much rather be playing a rock show tonight.
I would much rather be watching you play a rock show. This is such a bummer.
I know, very much so. We just got the news like an hour ago, and I was like, I mean, what am I gonna do?
We did all we could.
I'm here to rock. I'm here to do my gig. You know what I'm saying? And it's Mother Nature is just not having it today.
But the good news is, outside of being here for Pointfest, you guys have a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Papa Roach is killing it. I was on TikTok today. Huge fan of your
okay.
TikTok.
What'd you see?
Well, I saw you reaching out to one of my favorite artists, Kay Flay, for.
Oh, yeah.
So I texted her that video this morning. I haven't heard back, but I did.
You know her?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she's
I absolutely did, and I sent her that video.
I love
so,
her,
like,
dude. I think she's awesome, man. Good energy, great artist, great live performer, great songwriter, great voice, just awesome. I'm a fan.
well, good.
Obviously.
Then you're happy. I sent the text message and not like, oh.
Hey, let her
oh,
know.
God.
If she ever want to collab, dude, let's do something.
Yay! So what was it like writing Ego Trip while you were all in quarantine? I know you guys kind of got together, had to get tested, do the whole thing.
Yeah. So we, the rug was pulled out from underneath us, and we were on tour out in Europe at the time. Came home, flew home, thought we were going to be home for a few weeks. A couple months goes by, and I'm settling in. I'm like, I didn't really realize I kind of needed a break in a way. And because we've been touring for 20 years straight pretty much. And then after that, I started to drive everybody in the house crazy, drive my wife crazy, the kids, they hadn't had dad home for this amount of time ever. And I was like, I got to create. So we hooked up with the boys. We all tested, did the deal. We brought a chef with us. We brought our engineers.
And your first thought is I need to call the realtor. Well, that's wrong. You need to call Kevin Putney first. Kevin Putney at the 123 Mortgage Team, he will first get you qualified and approved for that home loan. He will find the loan that fits your needs, put that puzzle together for you. Everybody's loan's going to be different. Everybody's financial situation is different. So first off, you'll know how much house you could afford. And secondly, once you're qualified and approved, and he does it quick for you, when you do find that dream home, after you call the realtor, there's going to be multiple offers on that table. You're going to be ready to go with that offer. So secure your dream home with more affordable financing. If you're in a house now, lower your monthly payments, refinance, or even shorten your loan term. Or if you're looking to maybe do a new kitchen, a new bathroom, access your home's equity for renovations or major expenses. These are all things that Kevin Putney could do. 314-862-0123, 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, equalizing opportunity, all loans subject to underwriting approval, restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
Never been sure.
Paps, be good to your daughters. That's how you know to be good. 'Cause some will turn to mommies when others will be daughters and dads. That's how your brothers can be mothers too. That was John Mayer. Daughters. So if you change my...
Royce Jewelry, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show.
It's one of those purchases where you have the opportunity as the purchaser, whether it's an engagement ring or a necklace or an anniversary, you just did an anniversary thing.
Yeah.
As a purchaser, you can feel as good as the receiver, as the gift receiver, knowing that you got an incredible deal, that you did something so cool. And you know what? A lot of people that hear us talking about Moritz Royce and they see some of the stuff that we're talking about, they think, oh, that's out of my budget. I'm not going to bother. Don't do that. Like whatever your budget is, they will help you. Just go in there and tell them. Yeah, they'll honor it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you go up there, you'll see a pro athlete, but you'll also see somebody with ripped jeans, who looks like they walked off, whatever job. It doesn't matter. Your money's green, whether you're a doctor, a rock star, or you're walking off a construction site. They'll work within your budget. They're the ethical jeweler, best in the business, going for 40 years now. Morris Roach Jewelry, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show.
All right, so here we are, backstage, the Stiefel Theater. Mr. Nathaniel Rateliff, how you doing, sir?
I'm great. I've heard there's been some going back and forth about the pronunciation of the theater, because this used to be the Kiel Auditorium, right?
It was Kiel.
Right.
Then they changed it to the, what was it before this? It was the Peabody. And now the Stiefel.
Okay, Stiefel.
Well, what are you hearing on your side of things?
I've heard people say Stifle, Stiefel, I also, until, we got here, thought it was still Peabody. So.
Right. Well, you know what? I've said it mistakenly on the air before, to the point where somebody sends an email saying, hey, Donnie, just a reminder that it's the Stiefel and not the Peabody. Because, I'm sure everybody.
It's a good thing we have people trolling your show,
Right.
To point out your mistakes.
Right. Thank you very much. So it's great to have you in town again. One of the things that I'd love to know is when you come to St. Louis, what is your guest list number compared to, say, any other random city in the country?
I was just joking about that with our tour manager, because my mom and Joseph's mom were here. So I think, it's an average like 50 to 60 family members and friends. And then there's some people that I don't even know. They're like, I'm friends with. I was like, well, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know who the hell you are. But, it's always nice just to be around family and have the opportunity to, be able to see everybody. And, a lot of them don't get to come to like a legendary theater like this and be backstage. Or I think my mom's actually out in the auditorium taking photos right now. So
that's awesome.
Which is cool, So it's exciting for them, and I always like to try to make everybody happy. So
absolutely, which has got to be a tough thing to do a lot of times, though, too.
But you can't make everybody.
Yeah. But I got to tell you this. It's just a little personal thing here, right quick, man. Yesterday, I had one of those days. You know what I mean? I was just grumpy Gus. I got home. There was 6 things going on at one time, and I wanted to prep a couple things for our chat today, and so I put on the new record. And man, I'm telling you what, and this is not just because we're talking. By the time I got to track number 6, I was doing these crazy slides in my kitchen on my socks.
Right on.
I was in I was multitasking with homework, making dinner, and prepping this interview, and legitimately my mood had changed. And I got to thinking that is an amazing thing that you have the power to be able to do. You know what I mean? From wherever you were in Chicago, Illinois yesterday, you made Donnie Mueller a really happy guy just by putting together some great songs. That has got to be just a really amazing, obviously it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, the second record, the first one was a surprise that, people liked it. Because for years you put out music and you just don't know what people are going to respond to, but you continue to do it out of, love and passion.
Is mine, and victory is mine today. I'm going to Victory Men's Health. I have, obviously been under the weather a little bit, and I'm exhausted. I'm producing a band right now. I'm having a lot of fun, but it's taking a lot of hours, and I am going to Victory for a vitamin IV drip. Oh, baby, it feels so good. Not only does it obviously feel good on my insides, but they have those zero-gravity chairs that I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to sit there and watch some TV. It's the coolest lounge experience. Victory Men's Health, all 4 locations are just amazing. They're I feel like I'm rich, man. It's luxurious. I feel good. I leave feeling replenished, recharged, and rehydrated. It's amazing. It truly is amazing. I also have my vitamin. I have my blood draw, and I'm getting all my vitamin numbers, and I'm going to discuss with them exactly, the treatments that I'm going to need to just to be my best, to feel like me again. And these vitamin IV drips that I love, you have so many different ones to choose from. The Myers Cocktail, Surgical Boost, and anti-aging one, a skinny drip, a hangover drip, immunity. Let's start there. But then, have your blood draw and find out maybe if maybe a testosterone replacement, maybe you're dealing with some weight loss issues or ED. Victory Men's Health can help you with all things men's health. VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
All right, backstage at Pointfest, and for the first time playing our fantastic festival, a rock and roll band that we have come to like quite a bit in the last 6 to 9 months. Gentlemen, it's great to see you from Bad Flower. Welcome to St. Louis and welcome to Pointfest. It's great to have you.
Thank you very much.
Here.
It's great to be here.
So I want
talking into the fart mics.
Talking into the fart mics, absolutely. The first thing that I just want to like kind of cut straight to it. The song Promise Me we're playing right now, and I love it.
Thank you.
Like, I absolutely love it. When we play it, I honestly feel like it jumps out of the speakers and just, I don't know, man, I think it just sounds great, but it definitely sounds different than the first 2 singles before it. I'm assuming that was a purposeful move on you guys' part.
I think if it was up to me, Promise Me would have been the first single. But there were tactics involved and as to why we went and did it in the order that we did. And I'm glad that we did it in the order that we did because Ghost was such a huge success. And then Heroin, we didn't expect to also be such a huge success. So it was cool to sort of like seal that and now come out with our song that is way less on the rock side that everybody knows us to be. Mm-hmm. And it shows more of who we really are, which is a more diverse group.
Right. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Promise Me went #1 at Active Rock over the week.
Heroin
went
did,
#1.
I was like, it did? No.
There we go. Hey, already screwed up this interview.
Yeah, no, Heroin is currently #1.
We just went there. The reason that I say that is because on the alternative side of things, Promise Me is the one that we are playing right now.
Totally.
But you know, when you see those kinds of things happen, when you see, you know, the song move up the charts and see people start to play it and really react to it, as a young band, I just cannot imagine that.
He is kind. He is supple. He is magical. He is stainless. He is sensual. He is raw. He is power. He is limber. He is untouched. He is pure. King Scott Extra Virgin Royal Oil. Maintain your purity.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Pointfest, ladies and gentlemen. Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How are
hello.
you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you.
Good to
First
see
of
you.
all,
Thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late.
No.
I was very, very late. Some
no.
things in rock and roll haven't changed.
No,
the
no.
singers are usually late.
now listen, if we're going to do it, You are 18 minutes behind. I don't think that that's even late as far as rock stars go. I think that's just about flat.
All right, we take that. We can take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if do we look at ourselves as, the RS, the rock star type?
You don't have to. I appreciate that you don't, but I do, and I can.
I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
it. The reason I am late though is because I needed to take a shower because, quite frankly, I smelled like a farm animal. So I wanted to make sure that we were good today.
So see, the 18 minutes late is completely acceptable, and I do appreciate it.
Awesome, you should, because I had.
This weekend, you can do the spring cleaning, clean out the garage, and you get all this scrap metal from, I don't know, projects of yesteryear. What are you going to do? You throw it out? Because your wife is making you get rid of all that stuff. Get it out of here. You can finally put that second car in the garage. You're going to put it out by the curb, and that's it. The trash guy takes it away. No, you're going to bring it to Scrap Mart Metals. Not only are you recycling it so the metal doesn't end up in the landfill, but you could make some money. You'd be amazed about how much junk in your garage is worth cash at Scrap Mart. Unlike the other guys, Scrap Mart is clean, it's safe, it's convenient. Valley Park right at 141 and 44, Peevely and Jonesburg. They'll take cast iron, they'll take steel, they'll take electric motors and batteries, aluminum and cans, stainless steel, brass, copper wire, even drive through on the scale, collect your cash, scale weights are all visible to you. Everything's on the up and up. They've been doing it since 2011. They've provided top dollar payouts for all your scrap metals. Recycle smart at Scrap Mart. ScrapMartMetals.com, ScrapMartMetals.com.
Dude, this sucks.
That's it for us. Appreciate you all tuning in. If you missed anything on the program, clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast, which is sponsored by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Today's podcast is titled
Between a Thunk and a Boink.
All right. Don't forget to check out the Rizlympics event number 3 up on the Points YouTube page, presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen and our friends over at Wings of Hope in Chesterfield. Thank you for that. All right, Moon, what else?
Man, just love your neighbor.
All right. Thanks.
Yes, go make love to your neighbor today.
Make love to your
easy.
neighbor. Yes.
See, I can't say that.
Learn.
Just follow all of us on the socials. By the way, I just shared a little infographic for the new text line if you need it, as well as the email address for this show in case you would like to communicate more with us.
I love infographics.
It's an infographic, courtesy of Canva. So thanks,
Okay.
everybody. With the pot
Thank you.
roast.
Awesome.
Right. Hump your neighbor. That's right. Do it.
Rafe.
Hump your neighbor all you want. And I believe there's some sort of event for stray rescue happening at Ted Drew's tomorrow with our buddy Benji Molina. I saw somebody drop that in the chat. So just look that up yourselves and figure out if you want to go to it.
All right. King Scott.
Yeah, follow me, King Scott Rules, and St. Louis, I just want to say you're beautiful, signed Pilot.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Team Resume of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from Potosi, Missouri. Matthew Eckhoff is our team member, and he wants to hear this song. Here it is. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Big